Hi, everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new live stream. Now, if you're joining for the first time, welcome to Traveling with Russell, the live stream, I guess, versus maybe you've watched before some other pre-recorded videos. Before maybe the last few weeks, I was doing these live streams every Saturday night or Sunday night. Kind of roughly now, actually, exactly now, or maybe an hour or so earlier, because it kind of suits the time for Europe, suits the time for America, early morning. Doesn't really suit well for Australia, but for New Zealand, it's good. So welcome everybody to the live stream. I hope you have a good day so far. Obviously, today is Saturday. So maybe if you're a Monday to Friday worker, this is your weekend and time off. Maybe you're working now. Maybe you're watching the live stream and you shouldn't be. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining me. This is kind of a bit of a twofold kind of live stream. You'll see, I'm going to do this wrong again. Oh my gosh. You're going to see there the live count of the subscribers. Now, again, what I'll just let you know. So yeah, we're trying to hit 50,000 live on the stream. Now, one thing that might be a bit of a problem today is the chat might be too fast. So I apologize if anyone's typing anything and I miss it. I just want to shout out to Just Know, who became a channel member. Now, I do have a channel membership option for the channel. There is a small group of mostly people who have known me right from the beginning, and obviously some new signups. I do post extra community posts over there. I do want to do more with it. I do try to give early access to the videos a little bit earlier. I'm a bit too excited to want to publish them as quick as they come out. So thank you for joining. We did do one members only live stream. I do want to try and do those again if possible. So I just want to mention a couple of things because a few people have asked me various things about the camera that I wanted to buy or get or want or to improve the quality of the live streams. And I've got this set up right here. So if anyone watched the previous live stream, I was trying to come up with an inventive or creative way of getting this without asking my wife to get it for me. Now, she does have the Avito account. Now, just to give you a bit of an update on this, my wife has just contacted the guy, Alexander. You'll see his name there on this kind of post on Avito. So this particular product here, Insta360 make action cameras. If anyone knows the brand GoPro, this is quite similar to GoPro. They have a little bit more specific products. The Insta360 Link is a new product. So essentially it never got sent to Russia. So this didn't get to the shops here, if you like, or to the camera stores or third-party resellers. So there's a guy who, I guess, bought one. We really don't know. But we just asked now about half an hour ago is anybody, when people get taken hostage and the other party want proof of life, right? So they typically get a photo taken of the person holding a newspaper with the date on it, right? So we just asked him now, can you take another photo of it so we can kind of prove that you've literally got it? And I don't know if anyone's used Avito before, but and we're just a bit worried about doing the delivery option. So basically we want to do it where, actually, if you might notice now, it says product reserved. That's me, my wife who's reserved it. So we're kind of in contact with the guy now. Thank you to people who did, what do you call these? Sorry. Okay, there were some super chats, super stickers on the last live stream. But there was people, I did set up donation alerts. Now, I'm not here to kind of ask or beg or say something. That's not what I do on my live streams. But a few live streams ago, someone asked, set up donation alerts because in Russia, you can't do super chats and super thanks and things like that, which I know as well because I watch other live streamers myself. So I've set that up. It's in the description of this description of this video, and it's also in other descriptions. I literally went through yesterday and change the description of every video on the channel because I had a lot of old information with the social media links that I'm not really using. So I took away the stuff that I don't do, if that makes sense. So pretty much I'm just focusing on the Traveling with Russell Telegram channel. There is a chat version of it as well, which I'm a bit confused about because I really wanted people to be able to put like likes and thumbs ups on pictures and comments, and it kind of goes to a separate group. So if anybody, I'm just going to put my phone here. I will call out a bit of the chat in a second, so just bear with me a second. I've got a lot of windows open at the moment. So yeah, there is a channel with, I just posted obviously the, is this going to come darker? It doesn't tend to like me this when I do this, but it does. We've got 434 people that are in the channel, and I post mostly day-to-day photos, kind of anything really. I might just go over to this because, oh, hang on. I've just clicked it off. No, we might go to, oh, should we go to that one? We're on 5 short of 50,000. So that's kind of crazy. And I have set up, so yeah, I've got that set up over here. I've got the screen just to tell me things that are happening. So yeah, if you do type anything in the chat, I will try to read it out. Obviously, questions are a little bit harder to answer quicker. So I'm pretty sure some people might be messing around now where you can unsubscribe to watch it go down and go up. If you guys have a second phone or something, I don't know. So yeah. So Jamie, sorry, was the first to say hello in the chat. Oh, 40. Okay. Oh, there we go. Just like that. Oh, now it's going faster. Now you guys can all unsubscribe to watch it go down again. So yes, hello. Lacey, hello. Shriek PPPC. Hey man, videos are awesome. Alex, hello. Again, I can't understand Russian. So just understand if you're typing in Russian, I can't read it. If you've got a Russian name as your channel name or your Google name, I can't read it either. So I'm sorry a second time. Yeah, so again, this donation alerts thing does work. If anyone saw the community post, I kind of put a combined post of the total. There was 17 people who sent donation alerts, and then there was people who sent money to SberBank. Now, somebody told me that the SberBank needed a option choosing for non-SberBank. SberBank? I keep saying it wrong. You know that already. Non-SberBank senders, if that makes sense. And I managed to figure it out on my own without my wife. So yeah, basically I screenshot each kind of settings page, put it on my screen here, and then did Google Glass to see the translation. And I figured that out, by the way. So yeah, you probably saw the community post where it mentioned that. So again, yeah, crazy. So yeah, the kind of title of the video, Living in Russia Without Things I Really Want, which is basically this camera. Because I want to go to DNS, for instance. I'm just going to flash up DNS here and flash it back because I'm going to talk about something else in DNS. I want to go and buy something in DNS and take it home, or order it from DNS and get it delivered, knowing that they've got it, receipt, everything like that. And I can't do that with certain things. So yeah, John Salecki, hello from Illinois. Oh, cold Illinois. Yes, it's cool here as well. By the way, it's 10:24 p.m. here in Moscow, to wherever you are in the world, plus or minus. Minus 2.9 Celsius outside. Probably feels like about minus 7, 8, 9 degrees, depending on how cold you are. We'll just go back to this because I think this is probably more exciting for now. And it might go up or down now. I wonder if a few people might unsubscribe and it'll go backwards. Hello, Russell. Say, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Waiting for 50,000. Remind about the camera. It's a reality. It's really important. Yes. So the whole thing is the worst person when it comes to wanting to buy things. I'm a person that does over checking reviews, checking people's feedback, comments, YouTube videos about reviews about products, and essentially it's a live streaming camera. So it'll replace exactly this camera that's now doing this, and I can do better live streams. So I could even do, if anyone wants to do English speaking club, if anyone wants to do some kind of chatting with Russell thing for half an hour or 1 hour at a time, this camera is amazing for that. And that's the whole point of getting it. It's very, very small. When you see the box, when I get the box, it'll be pretty cool. So yeah, so I have set up, so this donation alerts thing, I've got it on another screen here. And the one thing that's different with donation alerts, which is amazing, is literally at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning. So we were on the live stream till about past midnight, I think, or close enough the other night when we went for almost 2 hours. And at 3:38 a.m., I think I posted that, didn't I? The money goes into your bank account. And actually, I went on another call after the live stream finished with my friend who's now in, he's now in Georgia. He left St. Petersburg, is now in Georgia. And he basically walked me through the whole donation alert thing, how to set up the bank account thing, because I had it set up wrong. But now it's set up right. And obviously, about a half an hour after we got off the call, I jumped into bed and the money basically works. So it's actually amazing. So yeah, for Russian streamers, I guess, or YouTubers or whatever you want to call, it was good. So yeah, hey, Russell, Glezbek, Renata, hello from Detroit. Oh, lots of people from the US watching. Kersey, hello. Hi from Boston. Wow. Whole of America is here. From Stalingrad. Здравствуйте. Hi from Kazan. Hello. And I'm going to tell you another story too today about when I was filming. So I hope you kind of settled in a little bit for a bit of chat. Hello from Volgograd. Once upon a time in Russia. Ooh, I wonder if you've got a channel of some kind. Hi, Russell from Sydney. Martin G. Hello. Yeah, g'day. How's things in Australia at the moment? Lots of stuff going on the east coast of Australia. You guys tend to cop it far more over there than we do in Perth, where I'm from. Kersey, hello. Hey, Russell, hello from Coloma. You're awesome, man. Did you buy the microwave for your wife? No. That's another story. A lot of new people that are subscribers don't probably know the microwave story. By the way, I do have a drink here, and it's Dobra Cola. I got this at Globus today on the way home. I'm going to take a drink now. I always like to have a drink for the bus on the way home, but the bus was so squashy today on the marshrutka that I was practically couldn't sit in the seat. I got a seat, luckily, but I thought, oh, I'll have a drink, I'll relax on the way home, and I was like squashed like a sardine in a can. Make more Pitorichka reviews. I could go to a different Pitorichka. We have 3 where I live. The one I went to is the one up the road from me, and they know me in there. And we used to live in that same building a couple of years ago now, about 3 years ago. So it's just a lot easier when you know them, so it's more comfortable for them. Hello, hi. Again, I can't read any of these names. Is a GoPro on budget pretty much? Yeah, it's a different kind of the Insta360 Link. This is specifically a camera that attaches, or it can mount above the computer or whatever you want to attach it to get up against. And it's got a gimbal on there. So if anyone's seen an Insta360, one of those little cameras with a gimbal on, it's the same thing. And it's in 4K. So it would be better quality as well. So yeah, Russell, hello. Greetings to Russell and their broad subscribers from Krasnodar. Nice. Again, I'm going to scooch through these. Hey, dear mankind. Hope you guys are keeping well. Hello. Your face skin is much better now. Have you taken any treatments? No, I did. I had a shave. I do feel better. I guess after a shave and a shower and all that. And I went walking in Moscow a little bit today in the cold weather. I'm surprised I don't look a little bit more red, but thank you for that, Roman. Yeah, sometimes I just don't look great, and sometimes I do. So, hello, big boy, good boy. Hello, please shoot video about your life in general before you came to Russia, Alex. Yeah, I guess I could do one of those, like kind of how I came to get here, what I was doing before, like 10 things about me kind of style video. What do you think to that? Greetings from Florida. Hello. Hello, Russell. Greetings from St. Petersburg. Alice. So that was Ray before Alice. Hello. Chedusia. Any new smartphones have 4K encoder? Yeah, I've thought about doing live streams with the phone. Obviously, that would be quite logical to do that. But obviously, I can't pull up these screen sharings. I can't pull up the comments and all of that. So that's the only problem with that, if that makes sense. So if it kind of works out. When did you come to Russia? Do you know Russian? I don't know Russian very well. I know just enough to live. But I came originally here 9 years ago. Originally. Again, I can't read that, Sergey. Sorry. Potato Head. Hello. John. Hello. Alex. Liz, congratulations. Thank you. Renata, thank you. How many screens you have? I have 2 normal screens, which are here. And I have, this is actually off my laptop, which is right in front of me, sitting on a cardboard box to put it up the eye level camera a little bit better. Actually, what I originally had set up was the 2 screens together with the laptop off to the side. The idea was not to use the laptop and then just use the 2 screens. But because I've been using the camera for live streaming, it's just a bit easier to set it up in the middle. When I get this camera eventually, when it comes, I'll set up a little bit differently with a different light source as well. Yeah, always people mention what's in the background of the video here. So yes, greetings from Florida. Where you from? Fort Lauderdale. I'm not from America, by the way, unless you're asking someone who's from Florida. If you want to chat to somebody else in the chat, you can do the @ symbol, so Shift 2 or the @ symbol if you're on your phone, and then start typing the start of their name, and it will come up, and then it will kind of highlight then, so you can actually see, you can type to them, and it will highlight on their screen when you're typing to somebody else. Nikita, Dennis, Erika, thank you. Greetings, 50,000. Yes. Hi, Russell. Are you enjoying your life in Russia? Yes, I am. I kind of had a good and bad day today. So yeah, overall, it was a good day. Good job. Thank you. Horimon, I subscribe. Thank you. It's just going to be a whole lot of thank yous until I get a little bit further down here. Selviat MSK, hello. Roy Aslan. Oh, hello. I caught a live stream. Yes. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I should have the other screen open, but I've got way too many things open now because I wanted to see if this donation thing is live. When somebody did them the other day, I didn't know until after I ended the live stream, and I saw like all of the comments. People put comments in donation alerts, and I didn't know that until now because I'm a little bit not up on this version of how you do things. So look how quick it is. It's like 50:39 now. It like just jumped like crazy. Pavel, thank you. Fabos, thank you. SberBank, yes. Why did they just do SberBank? Why did they not think of the different spelling of it? How did I end up in the area where I live? Very unexpected. If you have questions about living in Russia, absolutely any questions, you can ask me. Thank you. Yes. Maxim, my wife originally was living here before I met her. We actually were living, when I first met her, 1 level above in the same building. And then when she eventually moved to Australia with me a couple of years ago, before she moved to another building where that Pitorichka is. And then we've moved back to this building, but now we're 1 level down. So we were on 11, now we're on 10. So yeah, my wife chose this area. She had a real estate agent that basically brought her down this way. We're in the southwest of Moscow, just after Vnukovo Airport, I guess you could call it. It's a small town. It's got everything here. Our windows face the town. So it's very nice. I can stare out this window all day. We don't have the where I'm sitting roughly is where the balcony would be, the loggia, and it's been removed by whoever removed it. So we've got a kind of kitchen balcony combined. So it's a much bigger space. And then on all the apartments from 10 till 14, it's full floor to ceiling windows, where typically the balcony windows are like half or 3/4 size. So it's much easier to look out the window and stare at the town all day long. It's strange to see an Australian who doesn't use the word mate. Why did you move to Russia, and how's has it been so far? It's been good. Yeah, I moved here because I met my wife a long time ago, and I basically moved here for her, essentially, as all good men do, right? I would advise you to go to Vyborg. It's one of the most interesting cities in Russia. Oh, I've heard about it. This is the one that's near the border of Finland, right? I think. With medieval infrastructure changed my view on Russia. Yes, I've heard about this place. Vyborg. There's a line going in the middle there. Okay, it's not on the live stream, so you can set up fast payment system with QR code for donations. Yes, that's one more thing too many things to do. Alex, I love all these great ideas, and I'm embracing them by doing this donation alerts thing. And obviously the super chat thing was what was always connected to YouTube. And then now this, the PayPal has always been there. What was it? And then the SberBank thing. I mean, that wouldn't be something we'd do in Australia. We wouldn't put our phone number or our bank or phone number for people to do bank-to-bank transfer, but it works here amazingly well. So that's how I paid for my bus to come home today. The marshrutka driver. Can anyone answer me why? They've just put up the price 5 rubles, by the way. But when it used to be, if I used to pay by phone, or I still pay by phone, now it's 75 rubles. It was 70 before. But if I give him cash, like 100 rubles, it's 90 rubles. But if I pay by phone bank transfer, it's 70. Why is there a 20 ruble difference when I pay with my phone versus giving him physical money? Surely the money is more valuable to him. I'm curious why that is in Russia. My wife doesn't know. Almost anybody I ask sitting next to me in the bus doesn't know. So I'm about video about Tasty and Point. Yes, I did that a few days ago now. So yeah, I went and filmed today at GUM department store. Now, if you're not from Russia, it's a huge 3-level department store, literally across from the Kremlin and where the Red Square is. So if you've ever seen any TV footage of the Red Square, they almost always will show that huge department store, GUM. And I went and filmed in there today. I'll love to hear from you, dear chatters here in the house. Yes, thank you. Hello from St. Petersburg. Marin Vol. Hello. I have a question. So how do you communicate with people in Russia without Russian language? Do lots of people speak English? Mostly, yes. Not nearly as many as you would think do, although everyone will say, yeah, they do. And a lot are basically hesitant to speak in English because they just don't feel their English is good enough, which is very strange because a lot of people do speak very good English. I popped into the DNS store today on the way home at Solaris, and I went to Globus as well. And the guy I initially spoke to didn't speak a word of English. He grabbed another guy who spoke fluent English. And yeah, they kind of helped me, but I didn't get what I wanted. But you want to know for sure, I'd recommend you to pay directly in the shop. Yes, that's what we've done, Nikita. So yeah, we basically paid for it through the Avito program here, I guess. And that's why it says product reserved now. And then we've got the pickup point. My wife wants to do it to Russia Post. You can do Boxberry. I think there was like a spare post thing where you go to the actual bank and they've got a pickup point there. My wife wants to do it to the Russia Post. For some reason, we can't choose Sidek, which is in the building across from us. And I'd like to do it from there, but it doesn't matter, I guess, now. How are you coping with the cold? I'm perfectly fine with the cold, Alexander. I wore a nice jacket today. My wife bought me a jacket for my birthday back on the 3rd of November. A nice jacket with a hood. I never had a jacket with a hood for all the years I've lived here. So, yeah, 9 years I've been here. Imagine, 8 3/4 years I didn't have a jacket with a hood. And I finally have one. Now I can walk around with the hood up everywhere like I see everybody doing. So... hello from Rostov. Hello, Herb Nation, Urban Horizons. Again, I'm going to be behind on the chat. I'm sorry. Hello from Moscow, Alex. I need a speaking club here, but with natives like Russell. Well, I can't be everywhere, but I can zoom in or whatever you do where you put a TV monitor and I'm there on the other end. Hey, Russell, I'm having dinner to your stream. Yes, I kind of started having dinner. That's and at Globus, I got the what do you call this? Beetroot salad. Beetroot salad, and I got some bread to make chicken and mayonnaise sandwiches. So I got some chicken, mayonnaise. Very simple. Hello from Tumin, Igor. I did tell you, I've got my wife's got very good friends and family that are in Tumin, and we keep getting told to come along with them, and we don't. Hi from Novosibirsk, Alex. Hello. Hello from Paris. What? You're in Paris? Oh, bonjour. I was going to say buongiorno. That's Italian. Bonjour is French, isn't it? Are you living in Moscow or St. I'm in Moscow, Alex. If you're asking me, I'm living in Narofominsk region. Hello from Kiev. Oh, Nutcase Beats. That's an interesting name. You're from Kiev. Finland. Oh, can you send me this webcam and I'll buy it from you instead? Why do you choose Moscow? Please speak slow because my English is bad. I'm sorry, Maxim. I'm trying to speak slower. Trying to. But it's not. I tend to get more excited and I talk faster. So Tomsk here. Wow, everybody everywhere. Hi from Moscow. Saginaw, Michigan. Hi, Russell from St. Pete. Nonozu. Rice and mushrooms. Oh, my wife likes mushroom, like creamy sauce. We do that one. Rice and mushrooms, and it's like, I don't know what the creamy sauce she does, but it's very nice when she does it. I like that too. You're drinking Dobra as well. Yes. All right. Alternative to cola. Yes. Hello from Nizzy Taggett. Congrats on 50K. Thank you. Let's go back to that because it's kind of interesting, I think. Now, I'm going to scroll past everybody here. Yeah, shaved Russell is much more beautiful. Exactly. Russell is an honorary Russian, hail and pace. Not quite. I always say I'm 95% Russian. That's what I always say. And I kind of completely feel that way. I know people maybe in Australia are like, what's he doing? What's he saying? He's crazy for saying it. But yeah, Zangief looks tall next to me. I pointed that out to him. Lacey, Zangief sent me the video before he published it to make sure I was okay with it. And also to get the title and the thumbnail right. And he does. It's just the way I stood alongside him. And he holds the camera more looking at him, and I'm off to the side. Yeah, he is a bit taller than me, definitely. I'm actually heavier than him, though. We comparing weights. Try using Ozon, a popular online. Yeah, the camera is not on Ozon. It's not on Yandex. It's nowhere. Camera stores don't have it. They suggest everything when I'm searching, but not for that particular product. Sorry, I wouldn't recommend doing that. Trying it myself. Your phone will heat up too. Yes, I've done once with my phone. Just to try it with the wireless microphones, and it worked well. But I had to obviously keep my phone charged or plugged in while I was doing the stream. And then I still had to have my laptop to read the comments. So it wasn't any more helpful. So, yeah, please say, let's put another shrimp on the barbie, Alex. Yeah, let's put another shrimp on the barbie. By the way, it's prawns on the barbecue. Shrimps on the barbie. So barbie is the slang word for barbecue, which essentially would be shashlik. So we put another shrimp on the shashlik. Yeah, we don't have shrimps in Australia. Shrimps are the very tiny little ones that you do shrimp cocktails with. Whereas prawns or king prawns is what we typically have. Why you choose Moscow? Oh, okay. Repeated. Come to Crimea and see how we have been living under sanctions for 8 years. Yeah, my wife has been there a lot. I need to ask her more about it because I know she went there when she was much younger. Hello, Russell. Always happy to watch your videos. Thank you. Have you been to many museums? Shoot some videos from Moscow museums. I've been to a couple of museums, but they're all in Russian. It's much harder to understand. We've got a friend who works at the State Historical Museum, by the way. So, what comments are you reading? It's not a chat, obviously. It is a chat. What did you enjoy? It's in Russia so far. I want to say that there is no freedom. Okay. Have you heard of Tolsk in the southern Moscow? Would you like to visit? It's beautiful there. I don't know about Tolsk. Troysk. Save. Oh, it's like save in Russian or SberBank. So it's savings. Oh, thank you, Alexander. Very nice. All right, I'm going to go through here. What's your favorite hypermarket in Moscow? I would say Globus because I go to it a lot and it's convenient for me. And it's at the shopping mall where I got off the metro today. Purely for that reason. I mean, obviously, if there was an Ashan easier to go to, I'd go to it as well. I just like Globus just because it's clean, it's tidy, it's always stocked. For me, Metro, I've been to a couple of times. They're not convenient to get to. And then you've got to have a membership, which I don't have. The OK I liked because it's Russian owned, and I'm all about that as a business. Obviously, the French and Germans own all of the other hypermarkets. So yeah, let's go past all the Russian ones. Still wanting to help you with all the translations, but have no mod to you my regret. I kind of missed that part. Can we meet you someday? We're going to try and do that. I reckon we should have a meetup. Now, it's the commission spares. Oh, gum. One of the most oldest shops in Moscow. Yes, it's a beautiful place. I walked in there today. I filmed today there. And I hope it comes out nice, the video, because my battery died. And I didn't realize it was going low. And then I had to go and take a break for an hour and charge it up to come back again. It's because paying by card or phone reduces corruption. That's true, I guess. And it's additional work for the driver. Selling tickets is not his job. Yeah. I guess they've got that kind of white kind of cradle that you can tap for. I guess people have got like concession cards or pension cards and things like that. So paying online is cheaper because no need for cash collection. It's fair enough. I just always think that cash is more valued than card because of the commissions. But I guess that's just how it is. Am I returning to the cruise ships? Not right now. Please take care of for a tour Christmas. Yes, we visited. Yeah, I was there today and they're building it all. It's not going to be open for, I think, the 28th. But they're literally building all of that ice rink and all the buildings and all of the markets there. But it's all fenced off at the moment. And I definitely walked right past it. So, hello from Moscow, Goldnyovo. My English is bad, but I can understand you. That's good. Thank you. Some services don't cooperate with SberBank, right? Yes, I agree. Well, I know that. Now I know that, I guess. Come to Krasnodar. Plus 18. What? All right, lots of Russian comments. That's good. I can skip past them. Yes, Jack Black's son. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I did see it pop up. I've just popped up two different things here. Now, I'll close this window now for now. So it's me and I can put my hands everywhere. El Fuego, thank you. Hello from Seattle, home of Pike Place Markets with a flying salmon. Fantastic job on 50K. El Fuego, yes, I've been there. I was working on cruise ships. We were sailing out of Seattle. We'd literally walk across the street, if you know the area. And then there's actually some stairs or an elevator that takes you like 5 levels up to that street level. And you can walk there from the cruise ships to Pike Markets. It's about 15, 20-minute walk. So anyone doesn't know Pike Markets, I'm sure you probably know Starbucks Coffee had a Pike Place blend. And that's the original location of the first Starbucks in the world. And if you ever go there, they're queuing 20, 30 deep at that specific one because people want to go to the original Starbucks, and I think it's famous in Seattle, right? You can see one Starbucks. You can see another one from the distance where you're standing at one. There's one on almost every corner there because of the fact it's famous from there. So yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. So that's a big help towards the camera and the channel. Thank you. I appreciate where people do that. An extremely useful device for streaming. Elgato Stream Deck, yes. It's so easy to figure out. I've seen this. Yeah, it's one more thing that I need on top of all the things. I'm building a little kind of arsenal of products that I can use to make everything easier. I know about the Elgato Stream Deck, absolutely. So yeah, be careful with supermarket salads. They might be close to date. No, I've never had a problem ever. So, but I guess I've got a bit of an iron stomach. So will there be a video of New Year's Moscow? Not the midnight countdown, because we'll be probably at somebody's house. Typically, we go to somebody's house. I don't know if we'll be doing it at our place. We go somewhere else, and we watch the Mr. P's speech. But we wouldn't be in Moscow Center for the fireworks, if you like. Am I going back to Australia for Christmas? No, they're going on. My parents are going to Bali on holiday. So yeah, not. Yes, not. That makes sense. Hi again, Russell. Oh, Kurt, hello. I just missed. Oh my gosh, it's too many people chatting. Oh, Mark, yes, another channel member. Welcome. I see so many of your comments. Thank you. It's appreciated. Why do you want this specific camera? Also, have you checked AliExpress? I did. Yeah, AliExpress definitely has it. This one is a 4K camera. It's pretty much the best new camera in the last 3 to 5 years. There's very little improvement in the quality of streaming cameras in the last 5 years, 10 years, how many years, I don't know. And this is kind of the best thing since sliced bread, as they say, in terms of the 4K quality, the gimbal that keeps you. If I move my head, the camera will move with me, if that makes sense. And I don't have a separate camera setup for streaming because I don't have a separate camera. And this is basically going to be better, equal or better than a regular camera plugged in. And that's why, basically. I want to see Coca-Cola congratulations before New Year, but looks like it's not in this year. Thank you for the reminder to have a drink. Thank you for your positive videos. Thank you. Yes, I think Zangief is 6'4". What is your height? I'm about 5'9", 5'10". Yeah, the way we stood, I guess, it made him look much taller and me much shorter. Pancakes or Bellini? I like pancakes. Pretty much the Bellini because I guess they kind of pre-made ones, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to muck up what I'm explaining. Sydney, 29 degrees and windy. Bushfire alerts now. Just had floods. Yes, crazy in Australia. Congratulations on 50K. Hi from Russia. How long have you lived here? I've lived here for 9 years, all up. I'll put that one back up. I've got one more super chat here. Then I'm just going to read these donation alerts because I think I should. There's a snowstorm in New York. Yes. Oh, I mean to have an acquaintance in the museums. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't really get us in for free or anything, but or any free tickets, nothing like that. We are very good friends with this lady that works there, but it doesn't really change too much. What's your favorite video game? I don't play any video games. I'm playing Airport CEO right now, which is a bit of a kind of sim game where you build an airport. And that's about it. Funky Monkey Orange, much better than original Fanta. I didn't like it. Funky Monkey. Thank you, Dipper Taco Boy. Thank you for congratulations. We make so much chat that Russell can't read all of it. Yes. Congratulations on 50K. What do you think about Russian winter? I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, very much colder than Australia. Yes. I like it because I know it's going to be cold and I know how to dress and I can dress appropriately. And I'm prepared for it. So I'm ready for it, if that makes sense. Do you like winter? Yes. Did you have some situation when you was talking about shops? No, when I'm filming videos, you mean like from security? Occasionally, in some places, they might question what I'm doing, but typically 99% of the time, okay, 95% of the time, I have no problems filming anywhere. 5-minute delay, yes. Discouraging cash so they can keep track of transactions, yeah. What cruise company did I work for? I worked on Carnival Cruise Line predominantly. I worked in the shops on board doing the duty free. How did I meet my wife? I met her in Thailand at a karaoke bar. How come I don't have a car yet? I'm a bit scared to have a car, mostly because of all the other drivers, not about myself. I'm a very defensive driver. I like to drive at the speed limit. I like to be normal. And everyone else around me here, it scares me that there's too many people that are just not defensive drivers, not skilled drivers, don't drive normally. That's such a thing. I can understand you like I'm a native speaker. Thank you. Russell's in Moscow. Yes, I am. I'm in Moscow Oblast. I feel people don't like cash in Russia. Taxi drivers, cashiers, etc. Plumbers do prefer it, though. Yes. Yeah, in Australia too, by the way, Lavok. Yeah, cashies. Oh, Pirate Craggy, thank you. God help me when you hit 1 million subscribers. $50, 50 pounds. Wow. Congratulations. Thank you very much. So yeah, pretty much the money. I know you know the story about the microwave, but this camera is something that I've wanted for a long time. And essentially, super chats are going to go towards that. Also, donation alerts, SberBank, PayPal. Yes, thank you. Mark also. Pirate Craggy, we've chatted before. We chatted on live streams before. I appreciate you coming to watch them. I don't expect you're also a channel member. Thank you, Mark. Also, thank you for $5. It doesn't show the super stickers when I put them on the screen. That's why there's a little circle there. Am I going to watch the World Cup? Yes, I am. Yes, starting tomorrow. I'm not sure what time the first game is. Yes, definitely. Yeah, don't use cash. Greetings from Istanbul. I'm here watching you with my friends, which are your great fans. Say hello to Yagits. Ooh. Yazagit. Lyra and Yena Klenny. Klenny. Wow, I'm absolutely butchering your names. I'm sorry. Please, I accept my apologies. Yazagit. Yeah, thank you. Really, thank you, everybody. Why do I live in Russia? Because my wife wants to come to Russia and stay here, and I've kind of followed her here. So, thank you. Hello, Russell, Nikolai. Hello. Australia just beat Samoa in the rugby league. Yes, I've not caught up on any news or stories today. So, Roy, help with the camera. Thank you. I know you did a super chat also last time. Thank you very much. It's hugely appreciated, honestly and truly. Roy, Pirate Craggy, Mark. What was the other one I just missed before? El Fuego. Thank you, honestly and truly. You don't understand. This is helpful, honestly and truly. Pretty much, I'm going to say it more than once. The money that I get from super chats and any people that do this, donating things, goes to, I'm going to say that again, I'll say it every live stream, I think, goes to this camera. This boom arm here is, actually, these are both Australian products, but I bought them in Moscow. The wireless microphones you see me wearing, the cost of the goods that I like is much higher price because I get better quality products. I don't want to get a cheap boom arm when I can get a better quality one that will last forever. So I'm much happy to invest in something better quality. Yes, well, so yeah, thank you, Roy. And I believe you know Dimmer from Russia. Dimmer and I, literally after the live stream, I got on a video call with him to help me with the donation alerts thing. Yes, Chernogolovka Mandarin right here. Yes, this is my favorite drink. The Baikal one actually is when I feel like the cola, but the mandarin one is, yes. Can you read in Russian? I can read a couple of letters of the alphabet, but other than that, no. I literally can just make out letters of the alphabet, but I'm struggling otherwise. Want to know if rugby is popular as it seems. It is particularly rugby on the east coast of Australia. In Perth, where I'm from, it's Australian rules football, soccer, which is football. There's a lot of other sports. Most of the rugby is Queensland, New South Wales, on the east coast of Australia. Hi, Russell. What district for life you prefer more in Moscow? I like Aprelivka where we are. I would obviously like to. My wife has a little salon in the same building where we live now, so it's much more convenient. She used to have to go to Saint-Denis in Moscow every day by Lubyanka, Kuznetsky Mosque. So I can understand that nearly 2 hours each way journey was just insane. I would obviously live closer to the place of work if I work somewhere. Why is it called the World Cup? Because a lot of countries in the world are in it. Music, I don't listen to really any music. Years ago when I used to like listen to U2. That's pretty much about it. Best place to live in Russia is south of Sochi. Okay, I'll skip. Sorry. Synchronized translation. Yeah, they don't do translating on live streams, so there's not much we can do about that. Yeah, France and Denmark for the World Cup. Yes, we've drawn a. They always call it the group of death, don't they? Where are you living? Excuse me. I live in Aprelivka. Why am I living in Russia? My wife, we moved to Australia, essentially, but we were there for a year and a half. And my wife got homesick. And she also had some health issues. And it was far easier and better quality for her to come back to Russia and she had to have an operation. She had some issues with her teeth. We had to get some teeth extract. She had to get a tooth extracted in Australia, and she just couldn't keep bearing what she was having problems with. So, Pirate Craggy, thank you. I'm guessing this is the new camera or microwave. Yes, let me just flash this up. If you didn't see already, this is the product that I'm getting right here. Product reserve now. So it's my wife just confirmed before this stream, or roughly the same time. We got the guy to take another photo of it to prove that it's, he's really got it. I really wanted the back of the box that showed like the like the manufacturer serial number, so I could kind of prove that. So yes, my camera can microwave foods. Yeah. But yeah, this is for the camera. Really, it is. Pirate Craggy. My gosh, you guys are so generous. I can't. I know where Russell's live, exact city and region anyway, without that grid. Yeah, somebody told me not to talk about where I'm from. I can understand that, but I'm very open about it. My wife has a nail salon. It's a small salon in a head. It's kind of a hairdresser's nail salon, beauty, skincare, in the same kind of place. It's in the first level of the building. You know how you go up some kind of steps, and then essentially it would have been the existing first level apartments, but there's just shops on our building downstairs. So she has she just does by appointment. So she doesn't sit there all day like the hairdressers do. So she takes appointments and then goes down there, will come home. She'll try to back-to-back appointments, So thank you for reading all the comments. Respectful towards everyone. Yes. What about Russia? Difficult to say. Russia BL? I'm not sure what that is. Nail salon. Yes. After living in Russia, Russell will be like a bear. Oh, I hope not. I'll probably be like big like a bear from eating so much food. Can I pronounce bull? BL? No, I guess I can't. I'm too from Moscow. I'm Dutch female with a Russian husband. I'm so happy I live in Russia. Wow. Well, that's cool. You're Dutch female. Yes. Well, doesn't matter. Female. You're a lady. I like the taste of Mandarin Chilingolofka better than some of the Fantas. I mean, must admit the Russian Fanta is better than the Australian Fanta. The Fanta you get in Europe, okay, Russia, Europe, Italy, wherever, is better than the one. The Australian one tastes more artificial and sweety and not great. But then when you have the European Fanta, it tastes like orange Fanta, you know? So say Russia, please. Interesting. What do you miss most about Australia? I guess I'm going to talk. This is the whole point of the title of the video. And I'm going to say that I miss being able to just go to a store. Before coming to Russia, I virtually never bought anything online, literally. I bought my electric shaver online because it was cheaper and I knew the product. I'd actually gone to the shaver shop to look. Then I bought it online. And, you know, I would go to a store and if they didn't have it, I could go to another store that has it and I could get things, you know, if that makes sense. Here, this thing here, mostly because of the sanctions imposed and some of the companies are not shipping to Russia. It's not necessarily sanctions that's affected this. This is just this Insta360 company that's chosen not to ship products to Russia. And that's, you know, I would be able to go to a store somewhere in Perth and buy this and walk out with it. I mean, obviously here you can go to DNS, you can go to MVideo. I forgot. There's a third one I could go to. Yeah, I could go to more of them and buy things here. There's a lot of choice in electronic stores here. The guy today said there that there's not a lot of stuff in the shop, and it looked full to me. Thank you, Black Rabbit. Great English. Thank you. Just YouTube. Yes. My wife still doesn't understand that YouTube is a thing, is a job, can be a job, can earn money for you to live. To this day, my dad doesn't believe it either. When I was in Australia last year, I had to show him the bank deposits to prove to him that I get AdSense and things like super chats from YouTube. Look here in any angry manner. Look here. Look. Sorry, I can't get this, George. George. Look here. Look, listen in angry manner. Look here. Look, listen. That's not like actually a sentence what I'm reading, so it's hard to look here. Look where? Sorry. Oh, what's gone here? What happened there? Hello from west coast of Canada. Oh, Canada in the house. Tiamat. Hello. And you've got a dandelion as your channel picture there. Do you plan to live here in the near future? Yeah, we said that we were going to live here temporarily when we left Australia last year. At the moment, my initial visa is 3 years, and then it's effectively at the moment I can apply for permanent residency now after the first year of the 3 years, which essentially let me stay forever then, if that makes sense. You don't have a typical Australian accent. No, somewhere between US and UK. I'd say there's no American in it. American. When I say that now, it does. Take out the trash. I'd say it's more English than it is American, or more Australian English. Greetings from Scotland. Dumpling Abroad. That's an interesting channel name. I love it. Dumpling Abroad. Thank you. Pirate Craggy, again, thank you. Genuinely, here's money to take Mrs. Russell out for a nice meal. Not to Kuznetsy Tochka. She doesn't really like Kuznetsy Tochka at all. I literally, a few nights ago when she was busy, I had to go get something to eat. So I got some KFC and I brought up one of those wraps. I don't know what they call them. It was like a wrap with a chicken tender inside. And she turned her nose up at it, you know, like, oh, I've got you an extra one that you can have. But yes, I hope she's not watching Pirate Craggy because she's going to keep me to this. Does Russell? Thank you, Pirate. Honestly, really. All right. Does Russell do Hakka's? Dimitri, Hakka is for the New Zealanders. Australians don't do the Hakka. All of the Pacific Islands do, and New Zealand. She already has a yacht. No. Oh, what's going on there? She doesn't have a yacht. She has a very small nail salon, which is very small. It needs some better new modern equipment. We just got a chair recently, like a client chair. She kind of acquired this salon. It's a bit of a bad story to explain. She kind of acquired it from somebody that passed away, and kind of got everything that was there. Very sad story. I won't talk about it, but yes. And we're now in the process of trying to replace some of the equipment with newer, modern looking things. So, do you prefer Macca's or HJ's? EB Bud. So for anyone that doesn't know, in Australia we call it Macca's, is McDonald's, and Hungry Jack's we say HJ's. And that's in America. In Russia, Hungry Jack's would be Burger King. And because of the franchise problems when they opened it in Australia, Hungry Jack's is because the original franchisee in Australia's name was Jack Cowan, and that's why it's called Hungry Jack's. The Hakka is New Zealand. Yes. Say something by Russian. Здравствуйте. Spocky Noki. I learned that recently. Yeti Bella Blue. And if you want to remember that, you say Yellow Blue Bus. El Dorado. Yes, thank you. El Dorado is the third electronics store. Thank you. Don't you sleep now? No, I'm a night owl very much. And it's kind of bad of me to do this because now with the shorter days and to take advantage of the daylight, I should be going to bed early to wake up to have that sort of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daylight. And I'm not quite adapted yet. Can you pronounce this? No chance. Svedizak. Svedisnack. He ignores YouTube chat. What? I don't think I am, unless somebody's done something wrong. I don't think I'm ignoring any YouTube chat. Stable is social aspect, such a different one. How do you feel about warnings from the US Embassy? The Australian Embassy puts out warnings as well. I get an email personally. I'm on a list, basically, that I've informed them that I'm in the country. Hello from Germany. Hello. Just taking a while to get to stuff. Yeah, women don't like junk food. She wants you to get her to a fancy place to eat. Yes, well, she likes going to these eat markets. So in Moscow, they've got the food courts. And then now they're coming trendy that they've got eat markets, which is kind of like all the fancy kind of Asian, Japanese, Georgian. There was a place today with mac and cheese. Imagine there's a mac and cheese. I guess you could call it a fast food place that had mac and cheese. This was actually in the Central Children's Store. So anyone knows that from Russia. In the lower ground floor level, there's a kind of adult section now in the children's store. And I walked through there to finish the video because that was when my battery was dead. So yeah, my wife likes these eat markets. I need to take her to Depot. Thank you, Mark. Cheers. See you later. Thank you again, by the way. I know you do a lot of comments, and I do reply to a lot of comments. I appreciate your following of the channel. Twister in KFC, yes. Have you got to bag of garbage? Bag of package. I'm not sure what that means. Yes, Mrs. Russell is worth it. Yes, to put up with me. She's worth it. Yes. My third friend started watching you. Thank you. Let's see. Did I just do that? No, I just did that now. Hello from Germany. It's difficult to learn. Is it difficult to learn Russian for a foreigner? I think it is. I think I could probably pick up things like Spanish easier or Italian easier. Congratulations on 50K. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to stop reading comments for a second, and I'm just going to talk about a few things. So if you guys chat, do it in Russian so I won't read it. Called Kreptone Pravo. I'm not sure what that is. Yes, one of the most popular ones. Yeah, it's not very big. The Central Children, the food court downstairs is not very big. It's very narrow, and the food court on the 6th level, like the general one with the McDonald's and the Burger King up there, was packed silly today. I kind of went up there and it was too full, so I ended up downstairs. Thank you, Pirate, for the emoji there. I don't like Pepsi. No Pepsi. I don't have plans on getting Russian citizenship. I'll get the permanent residency. Getting the Russian passport, I guess, or citizenship, I don't have that plan right now. That's just a thing. I don't have that plan. Do we have marshrutkos in Australia? No. We have normal buses, very much like the blue buses in Moscow, the high-frequency buses. I don't know the other name of the normal buses. We have them. Marshrutkos we don't have. Congratulations on 50K. Thank you. Have you traveled to Russian villages? I've been to Davlekanova, which is a suburb way outside of Ufa, which is where my wife's relatives live. Khachapuri. I love khachapuri. Yes, khachapuri with egg and bacon. You got to have the bacon and the egg. I know just egg is original, but feed her lots of food. Yes, she won't be able to run away. I love you both. Hearts always. Thank you, Pirate Craggy. If you've got Telegram, Pirate Craggy, please join the Traveling with Russell channel if you like, if you have it. Or I guess look me up on there if you want. It's completely up to you. I guess there's a sneaky way of finding me on WhatsApp because my phone number, which is the SberBank number, is my phone number, and you could add me on WhatsApp that way. Oh my gosh, this Vurskill store. I need to go to this. I told the ladies at the one down the road I was coming, and I haven't come yet. No bacon and khachapuri. No, it's the best. It's like breakfast. All right, so I'm going to just talk a minute about a couple of things. So the whole thing about the channel description again. Now, if you can see this thing right, Manfrotto twist grip. This is actually the phone bracket. This is it right here, okay? Now this is actually what's wrong with it. Now, can you see that little screw right there? That's not meant to do that, by the way. So I've had this so long now that it doesn't want to, because it's locked there, I can't release this lock. And that's basically not fixable because it's got nowhere to attach to. So even like some sort of a super glue, I'm not able to get that fixed. So that is another thing I need to replace. And actually this thing, this is the rubber that sits on the bottom right here. And that could be super glued. I mean, that's not a problem. But this is the DNS website here with this twist grip. And I went there today, and there's only one in Moscow. I'm guessing it just shows you Moscow, not other cities. And it's not at the store that I need to go to. So I'm going to go tomorrow and buy this thing right here tomorrow. So yeah, that's another 4,500 rubles. This is effectively $110 for this little phone bracket. So this screws, I don't have it here, but it screws on my little tripod. I've got a Manfrotto tripod that I screw it onto, and then that's where the camera sits in the mount there. I mean, my dream, of course, would be to get a GoPro or some sort of a better camera, and then I wouldn't have to use my phone for recording everything, but that's another story. So yeah, this is what I want to get. I was looking it up in America. This is actually the website for B&H, which is probably the most well-recognized camera store in the US. It's in New York, in Manhattan. And it's $54.88, which is really pretty much the same price as it is in Russia. But this particular item is not in every store because they obviously aren't shipping new products to Russia. So I'm going to trip all the way over the other side of Moscow. It's near Dubrovka, not Dubrovka Market. It's near Dubrovka, is the DNS in the shopping center there. So I'm going to go there tomorrow and literally buy that and spend nearly 5,000 rubles on a... Now, you can get these little foam brackets for about 500 rubles, but they're plastic and they're cheap and nasty. This is actually Italian made in Italy. Check that out. Metal. And I've had this for, 7 years. And now it's finally done its last dinner, so to speak. Now, this donation alerts, I'm just going to read out now. I can't pull up the screen, I don't think. Can I? I think I can. If I do this. Oh, this is hard to do. Now, let's see if I can do this. I can do this. So, that's hard to read now, isn't it? So, now, this is not anything about the amount of money people send, by the way. I'm not doing that for any reason at all. I mean, whatever people choose to send, of course, Pirate Craggy, I know very well. And he's been very generous with the channel. Also, Roy, towards helping to buy this. But I can't read the names of people here. Hello, do you live nearby and do not visit us in Hatni? I don't know where that is. Hatni? Thank you. That's all in Russian, so I can't read it. Thank you. Anonymous, I'm Russian and I like the way how you show us our country. Thank you. Shrukia. These were actually from the other day, by the way, or yesterday, I guess. Shrukia, thank you. Michael, do you plan to visit other Russian cities? Eventually I will, yes. Voloda, just a few days ago, found your channel. Greetings from Siberia. Krasnoyarsk. Hope you are here someday. Thank you. If you're watching now, obviously it's a bonus. I will try to read these out if they come through like super chats do. But obviously I've got this on a separate pop-up. They call it a pop-up. So can you say hello to Jan and Christina? So I'm sorry, this is not from today's live stream. There was a couple at the very top that were. So Vladimir Putin donated 100 rubles. Thank you so much. You showed the real Russia in a whole handshake. That's interesting. Maybe you can change the name on these and do it anonymously. Dennis, thank you. Very interesting accent and clear pronunciation. If in Russian don't speak, please keep asking same things over and over. Thank you, Avok. Yes, I understand. Sorry, I just read that quickly there. Oh, mods in the house. I've got the wrong screen up, so I can't see. Oh, Nellie's here. Yes. Thank you. There we go. I can do that. So yeah, Nelly, if you can find any comments that are untoward, you're welcome to delete them or whatever you do, put them on timeouts or something. So yeah, Dennis, thank you. That last one, I think it will be interesting for people to watch videos about the transport in Moscow. I've done a couple of videos in the metro, not showing the whole metro. I show plots at Revolutse, and I also show the electric buses, which are very cool in Moscow. Hello from Kremlin, comrade. Putin again. Putin and Mr. Vladimir Putin sending money here. Margarita, thank you. Love Heart, thank you. You can't skip visiting Siberia. Constantine, thank you. You need to travel to Lake Baikal sometime. I would love to come to Lake Baikal. Shakan from Dagestan, thank you. Norm, thank you. Apoxip. I will like to learn English by ear with you. Oh, thank you. Hopefully that's helping. Anonymous, thank you. Fun of Russell from Kazan, thank you. And Alex Stitch, thank you for what you are doing. Thank you very much, everybody. Whoever has done those. Oh, groovy. There we go. 60BL. I don't know what BLs are. BRLs? Hey, Russell, love you and your content. Thank you. I think more people love me than my wife loves me sometimes. I know that sounds weird, but she does love me. She just doesn't always, if that makes sense. Oh, that does come up live. That's interesting, but I can't put that on the screen except when I do it like that. So, yes. Have a look now. 51:32. And decided to be sober tonight. Oh, you can drink whiskey while you're listening. It's not a problem. Blogging Trucker, hello. They need a microwave. Glad to see you. Yes, thank you. Did I go past a lot of things? I think I did. I'm sorry. X3000 is the blogger's gold standard. Yeah, I know this particular model. Harold Boulder has it. Yeah, a lot of people have this. I don't really like it for the fact it doesn't have a preview screen. Thank you. I think I've gone past too much stuff, and I'm just going to go back down to the bottom here, and that's just easier for me. So yeah, this donation alert thing is set up and working, and I'm glad that it works. Really glad. I think. Yes, it's now working there, definitely. And I'm glad that I figured it out because it's just perfect for everybody that's not in Russia. I get everyone in Russia versus not in Russia, if that makes sense. The only thing with doing shopping online is you've got to wait now for it to come. I know my wife orders a lot of her nail salon things rather than going across Moscow to some of the suppliers. And it's not a bother for her to wait however many days for things. She'll kind of order things like gloves and masks and mostly commodities, the covering for the chair and the table and things like that. And it's not a problem like that. But for me, I want it tomorrow morning to come, but it won't come that quickly. So hello from Ireland. Thank you. Government Universal Shop. Yeah, I don't know the GUM meaning. Government Universal Shop. I know it had a Russian words that you could read for it, but I don't remember them. Hello, Real Moscovite. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll talk about now for a second. Today, when I was filming in GUM, now I'm not sure if anybody's watching who I met today, but I met a couple who walked past me as I was filming and going, "Oh, hello, Russell." Let me just put this up so I can get my hand here to wave. "Oh, hello, Russell. Love your videos." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, we know your channel. We've seen your videos." That was one couple. So yeah, hello if you're watching. I didn't get anybody's real names, or you did, and I just didn't hear, or I just was too busy everywhere. And then when I was walking around later, I met a family, a husband, wife, and a couple of kids who were from Brunei, who have moved to Russia or to Moscow. I believe they said they've been here 3 days in Moscow, and they knew my videos, and they'd watch some of the videos to know some of the places. And she was really happy to see about the shopping and the availability of things, because a lot of people are hesitant, thinking, "Oh, there's nothing I can buy, there's nothing available," and yeah, that's those. And then while I was chatting to them, another couple of guys came up to me asking for a selfie because they recognized me also. So I told my wife this now, and she's like worried to go out now together with me because I might be recognized. I mean, I don't think I'm that famous, but I don't know. I mean, that's just crazy. You're cooking shawarma, Nelly. Oh, nice. Hello from Rostov. Hello. I'm from Brisbane, Larry. I'm very impressed by your video from Russia. You little ripper. Cheers. Thanks, you little ripper. That's a good Australian slang, isn't it? Yes, thank you. Hello from Moscow, Dimitri, who has been to, oh gosh, Almaty, Sakia Republic, Yakutia in winter. I haven't been there. Shawarma is in all over Russia. Shawarma only in St. Yeah, my friend pointed this out in Prelivka at the train station. There's the shawarma with the different spelling, depending on the place it's from, and I didn't know that there's different ways to spell shawarma. Shawarma. We love you, actually. Thank you. Thanks. Hello from Volgograd. Have you know that gum are short names of government? Yes. Can you hunt with? Can I hunt with a boomerang? No. So yeah. So hunting with a boomerang is a boomerang that doesn't come back. So it's more like a throwing stick that you would throw it at something to hit it, like an animal. But the ones that we know are the ones that do come back. You're not going to hit somebody, then it's going to fly back to you, right? So they're very hard to use. You need a big field. You can't do it in a small field or a park. You need like a massive park. I met my wife in Thailand 9 years ago, 10 years ago, because I didn't come initially here. Zola, hello. Thank you, Blogging Trucker. Yes, you're one of the very, very, very early subscribers to the channel. Thank you. Yes, I think probably the bigger deal should be at 100,000, but 50 is a massive achievement. Really, it is. Do I use the Moscow Metro? Yes, I used it today. I only went from Sarajevo to Hotny Riyadh, and then I ended up at Lubyanka coming back because I was at the children's store, and then I took that back to Sarajevo again. And tomorrow I'll definitely have to use it. I'll go on the MCK tomorrow, the Moscow Central Circle. So Zangiv, hello. Now, if anyone wants to watch an interesting video, Zangiv and I did a walk around of a couple of different stores just to prove that shopping is still in Russia. If anyone wants to look up Zangiv's channel, or not, I don't know. Maybe you do. I'm from Brisbane. I was living in Moscow 23 years, Larry. I'm very impressed by your video from Russia. Oh, am I reading the same thing twice? Thank you for, 417 likes, by the way. Thank you. Thank you very much. Argentina. You moved to Moscow in January. I think you've commented on some videos before, I believe. I think. Hello from Argentina. Did the Australian media turn to you for clarification? No, no one from Australian media has contacted me. I don't know why. I guess I don't know. They haven't. They could. Maybe they don't want clarification because I know they tend to do a lot of the opposite news to the news. Shakaninskaya Station. Gotcha pay. I don't know that. Hello from Anapa. Anapa? There is ice everywhere. Yes. The wipers are not coping. Yes, there is ice. Dimitri, I agree. I've not got very good boots. That's one thing I probably should get some better non-slip boots. I've got some kind of... they're more like hiking boots that I wear now. Yeah, the most famous short-haired Aussie since Clive James. Wow. Yeah, you know Clive James. That's pretty crazy. Nobody in the chat knows Clive James, except I guess maybe Australians do. So, wow. Your English-speaking friends from all over the entire globe are relocating by Mother Russia. Sorry, man. Could never imagine myself as yours. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I would love to have known from the past what my future was. You know, like these clairvoyants and stuff, to know that this was going to be something that was going to happen. Yeah, and I'm sure I need to ask my mum about this. I'm sure she would have had some palm readings when I was younger, and talking about what's happening now. Hello from Pleshkirayan in the north of Moscow. Okay, I don't know where that is. Is your wife Russian? Yes, yes, she is. She's from Ufa. Bashkia. Originally, she moved here when she was a teenager, obviously in search of work. She was doing university at the time. So, yeah. Shawarma in Moscow, Shaima in St. Petersburg. Do you know that boomerang prohibited in Australia? What? Boomerangs aren't prohibited in Russia. Surely not. These people have a funny story here. Rochelle, by the way, hello. Aussie Spy is here. Oh, another video that I've got. If anyone wants to watch Aussie Spy, lots of channel subscribers and friends that are in Moscow. Pirate Craggy, thank you for the super sticker again. Oh my gosh, I can't thank people enough for people sending super chat, super stickers, and also over here as well. I'm going to read. Where are we here? Where is this? Russell's wife. He is only mine. Sent one B. I don't know what BRLs are. Can anyone tell me in donation alerts what BRLs are? Is that some sort of a currency or where it's from? I don't know exactly where BRLs are from. If anyone knows, Russell's wife donated. Rusk, it's really amazing to have you here in Russia. Very few English bloggers talking about just living here. Keep doing what you're doing. 100 subs not far away, Rusk. Thank you. These are from donation alerts. I'm sorry, I can scribe them across. I'm going to drag them across two screens. And then if I do that, they kind of come up here, kind of live. I guess I could leave that like that. That makes sense. Oh, Nikolai, have you tried Miss? I don't know what Kuzmis is. I'm just going to Google what Kuzmis is. I don't know if I've tried it or not. Is that going to search in Russian? Or is it couscous? Kuzmis in Russian. I'm not sure what it is. So I don't know if I've tried it. I don't think I have, just by the sounds of it, because it doesn't look like it's what it says it is there, if that makes sense. So, oh my gosh, how do I do that now? Oh, come on. There it is. So I don't know what Kuzmis is. I'm sorry. Dimmer is helping him with alerts. Yes. Well, Halen Pace, he set up all of this for me to show me how to do it. Dimmer is genius, by the way. He's about doing these programs and banking. I believe he was in banking when he lived in St. Petersburg. So he's very knowledgeable about all of these things, about which cards to use, which banking to use. He's one of those guys, when you go to the bank for advice, he gives you genuine advice. You know, some people, when you go to banks, they are trying to push their products. He doesn't do that, but he's not working at the bank now. But are my relatives angry that I live in Russia? No, they're probably not happy I'm here. They're not angry and upset. They know that I can live here. I've lived here a lot of years. They understand that I'm comfortable living here. So quite nervous. Any advice for arriving in Russia? I guess just, you know, there's a big population here. You know, everyone's going about their day-to-day things. You know, you've just got to kind of go about your thing around them, you know. I guess don't stress too much. I guess it's a bit overwhelming, the language, when everyone's not speaking English. That's probably overwhelming. I would see if you can join some expat groups, if there's any on Facebook, or I don't know where you'd find them. That might be helpful, especially someone that speaks, you know, a couple of different languages, maybe your own and Russian. Waiting for divers feeding fish in the fish tank. Guy, oh, I've not been back to Avia Park for a while, and that is going to be the video. I'm either going to go there. I probably will go there now for you to film, like, what have the brands left Russia video. Let's go to Terramok. Yes, I just the only reason I'm put off by Terramok, I like the food there, is they don't have an English menu. So if I go there on my own, I feel very bad that I'm just can't decide on things. And I feel like I'll buy something that I don't like or want or what have you. Sister, hello. Boris, thank you for super sticker. Again, I can't see. I think it's a thumbs up super sticker. Thank you. Thank you. Trolls on alert. Yes. Ufa is such a great city. Yes, for the time that I've been there and spent there, absolutely. Thank you, Ant-Man. Oh, Belarus ruble. Oh, there you go. It's a Belarus ruble. Thank you for Belarus rubles. One thing that I wanted to do, and I felt bad thinking about doing it, was I wanted to say to everybody in the channel, if everybody lent me 1 ruble, and that would be enough to buy the camera, this thing as well. And actually, I would probably end up getting a new light for the live stream setup. And I was going to ask everybody just for 1 ruble. The kind of, not jokingly, but it's just interesting, like how much we value small currencies, like 1 ruble or 2 rubles or 5 rubles. I think here 50 rubles and 100 rubles, because of the paper note, is the value. Like in America, the $1 bill. In Australia, we've got the $1 coin, $2 coin. But if I just said, if everyone gives me 1 ruble, okay, I don't expect 50,000 rubles, single 1 rubles, but if half of the people give me the 1 ruble or lend me it, I'm going to ask for a loan, and I'm going to pay back everybody 1 ruble each over time. That was my idea before doing a couple of live streams, and it's kind of eventuated. So what do you think to lending me 1 ruble? Would you, if someone asked to, like on the street, right? You know how people ask for money, and I'm going to say beggars and homeless people. Sorry if it's offending you, but if they just ask for 1 ruble, they don't ask for 50 or 100 or, give me more money. Just 1 ruble. It's kind of an idea that I had. I had it a while ago, but I've never really kind of thought about it anymore. So, Sacraments, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Belarus. Everybody knows now it's Belarus rubles. So, thank you. Hello from Moscow. Kazan's a great city. I'd recommend visiting. I think everybody's city would recommend me visiting their city, right? BRL's a currency from Brazil. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting if that's right. So, am I going to be visiting St. Petersburg? I've got an unofficial plan to come, and I've got an official plan to come. I can't talk about either, really. Well, I can, but not really. My unofficial plan is going to come to fruition next week, but I can't really talk about it. It's like, shh. Okay, that's all for that. Thank you, Aussie Spy. Thank you. If anyone wants to watch Aussie Spy, he's got a video. Him and I, we went for a walk around Vdenha, and we went for a walk around Moscow. I watched about 3/4 of it. I didn't watch I watched mostly the bit about us going to see Australian drinks, because I was interested in that part of your video. You'll be flying to Wales versus England. Can't wait. Did you visit Qatar on the cruise ships? No. I did hear, though, that the English girlfriends of the England team are staying on a cruise ship that's docked in the harbor there on World Europa MSC. Google World Europa MSC and have a look at the size of that thing. They're saying that they're staying on $1 billion cruise ship, like they're paying for it, but cruise ships are being chartered as hotels. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Neighbours is coming back. Yes, I saw that, Pirate Craggy. I think you're in Australia. I don't think you're in Ireland. I'm sure you're there. They sold the whole street when it ended. Should be interesting how they come back. Yeah, I never saw that last episode. I'm sure my mum watched it, but I didn't. So, love your channel. Thank you. What time are we at? Okay, plenty of time. Look like a teddy bear. Do I? I don't know. It was always a home and away. Sell my friend. Oh, prisoner. Yes. Oh, wow. You're really going back. Country Practice, Flying Doctors, the Sullivans, if you know any of the really Australian. Yeah, I'm in Belfast. Yeah, how do you know about a TV show coming back to Australian television? It was like talked about yesterday. I guess from England point of view, it was huge in the UK. I know English just because I'm working most of the time with English documents and an English-speaking people. That's interesting, Razim. All right, so I'm going to go back to reading a few of these because this is like Oh, it's popping up here. Where was this? From Russia with love. Oh, hello from Moscow. Domodievo City. We have seen all your videos. Why are you buying potato fries without sauce? It's not tasty. What your friends think about Russia, maybe they think that you are a traitor. My family, my wife, my friends know. When I was in Australia last year with my wife and the year before, they met my wife. It's nothing about that. My wife obviously just couldn't get comfortable in Australia. It took a year or so. She was having a lot of health issues, which kind of almost forced her to come back to Russia because it was just easy to get healthcare here, much easier. So yeah, they don't think that at all. They are just not happy that I've not just got on a plane and come back because of everything going on. But you know, I don't get ketchup when I buy fries. I always just eat them as they are. My wife loves the cheese sauce, the dipping cheese sauce, but I'm not a big fan of it. And Domodiedo City, by the way, my registration is in Vidno, I think, which is pretty close to Domodiedo. Because when we've been to Vidno to the registration office, we've got to come on the bus to Domodiedo. Oh my God, it's like a journey to get from there back to Aprelivka here. Thank you. From Russia with love, 100 ruble. Thank you. Small contribution for new contraption. Yes, when you see it, it's very tiny, this camera. It's not big and bulky. And I'm going to set it up above the computer here. I don't know how I'm going to do it now. But yeah, it's going to be very cool. Get ready for that video. It will be an understatement to say you are doing a great job. No, it's Ilya, by the way. Thank you. 10 try. Yeah, I guess if you type something here, I can reply as well. I know the commentary's going a little faster on the live stream. I'm doing well, 10 try. Yeah, a bit of a long day today going. It's like, I love going to Moscow to go do something and film something, but then the coming home part's always the catch the metro, then catch the bus, wait in line for the bus. Coming back on the bus today, it was so squashy. The bus driver wants to fill the aisle of the marshrutka, of the small bus. And people are like standing at the door practically. I'm going to have a drink now. Yeah, and I just don't like that part, you know? Then I realized that we didn't have anything else to drink apart from this for the day. So then I went to the Krasnobila downstairs. And the guy working there doesn't speak any English, but he loves to talk to me in Russian. He just keeps talking to me. But it's fun because I like going down there to meet them guys. Oh, Sergey, thank you. Are you planning some kind of a meetup of Russian viewers somewhere in Moscow or in Russia generally? After meeting people today, I kind of thought about this. It would be interesting to do something at a cafe somewhere. The problem with Moscow, it's so huge, and Moscow Oblast, it's huge. It's hard to find somewhere that would be happy for everybody. You know, I'd love everyone just to come to the cafe where I live here, but I don't think people would travel that far. But yeah, I could do something. I have to see what my wife thinks about this idea. Yeah. Should bring my family. The Atrix, hello, sorry. You should bring I've suggested my mum to come over. My dad probably wouldn't be good to come over. He would be worried about everything and everything else, and he'd be stressed and worried, and he does that a lot. So, whereas my mum would be chilled about it. She'd actually find it really cool to go to the shops and shopping centers and things like that. Again, if you type in Russian, I can't read Russian. I'm sorry. So if you can figure out something in English or just enjoy the chat. Dmitry, hello. Krepirov. Hello. Greetings from the Donbass. Oh, здравствуйте, Larissa. Hello. Who has the best honey? Yes, I agree. When we stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn in Ufa, we had one night there after going from Davlekanova, so we could get the fly back to Moscow, and I booked that place, and it was so cheap as well. If you think of Hilton hotels are a little more expensive, and they had amazing breakfast, and they had the honey, like the honeycomb, like sheet where you could just spoon it off. Oh my gosh, it was so good. That would just be 195 rubles. Poor student which eats dosarak at home. Yes, well, I do too. I love dosarak. Not every day, but we've got some always in the cupboard here. Actually, this one is the medicine cupboard. I think everyone in Russia's got a medicine cupboard. Pretty simple. Yes, I think you're talking about the 1 ruble thing. Yeah, you'll get all that you need. Okay, I did try to do the OBS thing with Dimmer. We did try setting it up. We need to do it one more time, like a unlisted live stream to test it, because you can link that and it comes up on the screen. I think maybe when I get the camera, I'm going to go through OBS to try it, to link it, if that makes sense. That makes sense? Hello from Canberra. Oh, hello. We've got Canberra here, Brisbane here. Is there someone from Sydney or Melbourne, I think? No one from Perth tonight, I don't think. Greetings from on board the Lara, you're on the celebration. If you're on board, can you please go to the liquor store, please, and say hello to Lawrence. He's the South African guy working in there, Lara. If you can take him a can of Coke and just walk in there, make sure he's there, of course. Take him a can of Coke and say, I think you know what this means. If that makes sense at all. Lawrence and I were roommates on our last ship together, and we have this passion thing about Coca-Cola. He may tell you more of the story, but if you are on board the Carnival celebration, give you $3 or whatever it is to buy a can of Coke, I would. If you can if not, just go in there and say hello to him. He's in the liquor store, and ask him tricky questions, because he knows everything he learned from me. So, but if you took him a can of Coke and put it on the counter when he's there, if he's not there, don't do it, because it wouldn't make sense. But he'll understand. He'll know me straight away from that can of Coke. Do you have residency in Russia? No, I've got I've got the Everpair, which is like the residency. I guess it is residency. Yes, I do have that. Yes. Oh, BRL is Brazilian. BLR is Belarusian. Yes, it does make sense now. Now I'm curious. You're doing a great job. Thank you. English speaking. Thank you. Okay. Oh gosh. Sounds really amazing. Thank you. Yeah, so my unofficial visit there will be a flying unofficial visit, literally. And then my other official visit is going to be a little bit longer. So I can't talk too much about the secret visit. I sent you a message on Donation Alert, but there is no introduce how you get it. Yes. So yeah, if you want to know how I get it, literally, at 3:30 in the morning, I don't know how, it appears in my SberBank, which is essentially my wife's SberBank, which is essentially the money that goes towards this camera, because I said I'll essentially send her the money. Well, okay, we share the money, right? But the Donation Alert is an instant payment system, or within a 12-hour time frame of the money coming to the account, it goes into my bank account. Whereas YouTube, like super chats and super stickers, like the guys that did the Boris, Pirate Craggy, Roy, and where else was there? Mark and El Fuego. That will come only the 21st of the month, next month. So it's only paid once per month, live ad revenue from YouTube. It's basically 1 month delayed. And then the actual physical payment is 2 days delayed, showing on the screen. And then it's 1 month payment delayed. Whereas donation alerts and SberBank and PayPal, I guess, for Australia is instant, if that makes sense. If that kind of makes sense. I'm from a certain age. Aussie culture is huge. Yeah, actually, last night, Pirate Craggy, I watched darts. Actually, I've been watching the snooker and the darts. I like kind of both. I've got live streaming of UK sport channels, particularly Sky Sports mostly, and Super Sports. And I watched some darts last night, and I watched the Ronnie O'Sullivan get absolutely flogged by this Chinese guy. Flogged, if you're not sure in English, is getting beaten very badly in a sporting event. You get flogged, which is also slang for getting hit by something. I moved from Birmingham to St. Petersburg, and I'm surprised how beautiful this city is. Yes. Yeah, how clean, tidy. Everywhere is okay. Bigger cities, close to the city, is clean. I mean, in the suburb I live in here, I see the local administrator and the guys cleaning the streets every day and street sweepers. I mean, of course, not everywhere is perfect, but where is really, hello again. Your village is not far from Vidno. Yes, that's where I'm registered in Russia, by the way, not in this apartment. So if anyone wants to know where I'm registered, I've got the whole thing in my passport. I've got the paper that I carry with me everywhere. There are many gigantic spiders and crocodiles on the street. No, it's like bears in the street in Russia. Bears, vodka drinking bears in Russia. Spiders, definitely. Not gigantic ones. They're kind of, biggest ones are about the size of your hand if you did it like that. The huntsman spiders. Yes, there is. I mean, crocodiles, no. They're up in the northern parts of Australia. Pirate, thank you. If you're off, honestly, truly, thank you. If there's any way you can contact me through Telegram or WhatsApp, the sneaky way with WhatsApp, my phone number in the description is, you can add that onto Telegram, onto WhatsApp if you wanted to. Ring after Makad called Betonka. I don't know these names. Samat, hello. What are you doing in Russia? I live here with my wife, and this is our kitchen. And I think kitchens in Russia look quite similar, I think, depending on the size. Got some fruit on the table over here. It's very normal, I think. Yeah, Dodo Pizza is down the road from me. It's a bit of a... There's another not so nice place up literally in the next building. Dodo Pizza is about a 10-15 minute walk from here. It's not as easy to get to quickly. Do I have any bloopers to show anyone? No, I don't tend to make a lot of bloopers. Mostly when people get in the way of the camera, or I, just say something by accident wrong. I don't really have bloopers where it's like funny kind of. It's mostly just people walking in the way. Trying home cooked food. There are probably a lot of people, including me, who would love to try some of the specials. Yeah, my wife doesn't want to be on camera. I'm not a very good cook. But yeah, it'd be a good idea. Hello from Murmansk. Hello from St. Petersburg. Will you come again with the stream? Yes. Not every day, obviously. I guess unless people like it. By the way, we're going to go for 16 more minutes. So we're going to end exactly at 2 hours, which is my normal time to end live streams. So yeah, I will come again on live streams. I guess it's really how much people want me to do them. I guess it's. Do you like Belgium, the country? I like the chocolates. I like the beer. I've never been to Belgium otherwise. I like Kim Cloisters. She was called Aussie Kim, wasn't she, when she was trying to end up marrying Leighton Hewitt. Hello from Moscow. Hello. So being Australian, do you love the snow or is it a pain? No, I'm completely fine with the snow. Completely fine. I'm completely fine like today in colder weather. I mean, I've got a beanie. I wear gloves today. I'm starting to wear gloves every day when I go out because it's too cold to have my hands out of my pockets. No, I'm completely fine with it. Don't listen to hip hop. I also have Aussie friend who worked as an English teacher in Moscow. Anton, yes. I know a couple of Australian guys who I met back in September. It'd be interesting if they know each other because it's a very small Australian community, it seems to be, in Moscow and in Russia generally. Congratulations. Thank you. Hello from Can you, as an Australian, get a SberBank account your own? Yes. No, this is my own because I've got registration here, because I've got my Everpair visa here. So I've got everything that's legal to live here, work here, everything. Yes. So if I go to wherever it is over here, that's my SberBank. I don't know if that's, I'm not going to open it, of course, but this is definitely 100% my account. It's nothing to do with my wife. The address and everything's all correct and so on like that. So yes, midnight in Moscow. Yes, I'll end up being 15 minutes. So it will be 12:15. I'll end for Moscow time. I'm sorry if it's late for everyone. Yeah, so the money, well, it's the thing is in Australia, you'd have a joint bank account. They don't seem to have joint bank accounts in Russia. So in Australia, we had my account, and my wife was basically a second card holder for the Visa card, for the ATM card. Whereas here, you've got to have separate accounts. That's just a Russia thing, I think. Is your PayPal still working, Russell? Yes. Mine account is blocked due to sanctions. No, mine is set up in Australia. So if someone was to send things to PayPal, it would go to my Australian PayPal, and then I would send that money to my Australian bank account. So it's got nothing to do with Russia whatsoever. So no, it's completely fine. The Fastest Indian, great Aussie movie, yes. Good movie, I agree. Do you speak Russian? Malenki. Someone told me I've got it wrong. Yeti Pinyamaya? I don't understand. Or Malenki Poruski. Or Niet Pinulai Poruski. I think that's right. Samat, hello from London. How come that you have not found any work? Never been anywhere except Moscow during 9 years. Have no bank. I do have a bank account. How did you... I've been able to rely on YouTube, making videos. I was going back to and from work in America for short stints, like 4 months, 5 months at a time, to go work on the cruise ships. And I flew basically from Moscow back to America, back to Moscow. And obviously my wife works, so she supports herself between us, you know, so yeah. Would really love to change my mother. Siberia, the coldest part of Russia, somewhere near the northern Australian. Yeah, I think everyone wants to go to Thailand and Bali, don't they now? Hello from Kaluga. You're down the road. Kaluga is on the same rail line as Aprilivka. Yes, Carnival is Pepsi now. Yes. Will that do? It has to do. A lot of people bring the 12 packs of drinks on board, Lara. And I've done a video on it. If you might go on the I Like Cruise Ships YouTube channel, I was trying to do these Q&As where I'd answer specific questions from social media, from Facebook groups. Can I bring Coca-Cola on a cruise ship? Can I buy cigarettes on a cruise ship? Should I bring a towel on my cruise? But yeah, if you literally put a soda can, and maybe you brought Coke from home yourself. I guess you flew into Europe, so probably not. But yeah, if you take him a can of Pepsi, you'll know when you meet Lawrence, you'll understand he's a nice guy. He's had some tough times at the moment that he's dealing with, and is making me emotional thinking about him. So if you're that close to him, please, enough about Lawrence. He's too nice a guy. My Polish husband likes pilmeni very much. What about yes? I like pilmeni, yes. Pilmeni with tomato sauce. My friend said he, My friend said he likes it with soy sauce or kinkomans, which I like sometimes, but start at 8 o'clock. Yeah, because of the 50K thing, which is now 183, that's why I started late. So, sorry. I didn't realize that's not even on the screen. Yes, so definitely 50K is done. Hello from Kiev. Hello. I don't know any Ukrainian greeting. I'm guessing Zdravstvuyte is quite similar, but I don't want to say anything wrong. Have you introduced anyone to Aussie Fairy Bread? with real hundreds and thousands. No, my wife doesn't like really any of the Aussie things, only Tim Tams. She knows fairy bread, though. I've been here for 9 years. Well, world's fastest Indian is New Zealand. Are you missing McDonald's? No, I'm not. I didn't really go a whole lot. I go now because of the content and the video and the news relatability to it. But I'd only ever go back home when my sister's got 3 sons. And when we'd go out somewhere to, like, my shout, I was going to pay if I go out for lunch with them. They'd sometimes want to go there. But now they want to go to fancy burger places where, burger and a drink and fries and $50, $70 later for 2 of us, Whereas McDonald's used to be like $20. But yeah, that's where they used to want to go for like lunch or whatever after school. Hello from the White Sea. Hello from Tambov. Wow, everyone's everywhere in the world. I'm just shocked. Malenki is small. Yeah, tibia. Neponyamai. I don't understand you. Yeah, tibia ponyamaya. Mayu. My wife keeps trying to teach me this one, but I just don't get it very well. Bears on the streets, and we cannot drink a lot, and only a few play the balalaika. Yes, Alex, thank you. I think everybody in the chat knows that, but have you met February cold? What do you think about it? Yes, I'm okay with the cold. I don't want colder because I just want colder, but I'm okay with this colder weather. I dress up for it. I'm happy to go walking around in it. Kazan is nice. Hello. Oh, Jay Tulip, hello. How's it going? Sorry that you joined late. Glad to have caught up a bit. Yes, thank you. I've been talking about the camera, which is now on reserve. This is the actual link. And this guy, Alexander, my wife, has spoken to him. And the camera is en route. En route, I guess you'd call it. It's on its way. Fried pilmani. Yeah, my wife just does the boiled pilmani. Congratulations. Thank you, Mighty Joints. Finally caught a stream. 2 hours late. Yes. Sorry. I would normally do them a bit earlier. Honestly and truly, I would have. And still go for the same time. But just the way it's worked out. Red pepper. No, I don't like red peppers. Oh, Vitu. Vitu. That's a Ukrainian greeting. Thank you, Jay. Vetu. I think I'm saying that wrong also, but it sounds right. Oh, it means thank you. Okay. Thank you, Nelly. Jay, I'm going to make you, if I can see the screen over here. My gosh. I'm going to make you a, where is it? This one. Come on, stop moving. I want to make you a moderator, Jay. So you guys have got some equal footing. And I know you know some of the language as well. So you're welcome to add or remove people or do as you wish. From Ohio, pretty freezing. Yeah, you guys have got some colder weather there. The thing is here in Russia, there's obviously an expectation of the seasons. So all the road sweepers and the snow removal guys are all out on the roads. The guys shoveling the streets are all out. I mean, not everywhere, of course, but there's a lot more preparedness here than there is maybe in other places. Thank you, Coca-Cola. I know I'm going to get flack that I'm not saying that it's Dobra Cola, but... Oh, you do a lot of swimming, Jay. I guess, is it a close by place that you go to? We have one sports complex here that my wife likes to go to. She doesn't go too often. She went to the gym today. We've got a gym in our building downstairs as well. It's a very multi-use apartment block we live in. My wife's trying to go to the gym more often. Thank you, Alex. Tips for the hat. Yes, thank you. He's brilliant with... okay, fried pilmani. Much way better. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll need to try it in a cafe somewhere. Hello from Chelyabinsk. Hello. famous YouTuber from Chelyabinsk, NFK. His name's Roman, but now he's not in Russia now. He's in Georgia. But he was from there. Yeah, almost sync with the chat again. Yes. Dobro dan. Yes. Oh, that's an easy greeting. I know Dobro dan. Dobro den. There we go. Thank you. Dijuku is a greeting. I go to health call every day across the road from my house. My husband asked if you liked his Aussie hat. Was that your photo in the chat group? I'll need to go back and look at that photo. When I was out today and my phone died for about an hour, then I come back to the chat and there's a whole lot of conversation that I sort of scroll past. Yes. Oh, let me just pull up. Oh, where is it? There we go. Just another dude. I guess you can read this in Russian. Oh, no, I can't. I guess you can read this in Russian. Thank you. Hey, Russell, are Russian banks and apps worse than Australian ones? To be honest, Rune, I would say they're better here. They're more functional. There's a lot more integration with other banks. The problem is the apps are in Russian. If they were in English, I would give them 11 out of 10 rather than 10 out of 10. There's just so much more things that I can do here with my banking app than I can in Australia conveniently. I mean, you can't just I can go to Krasnobyle and just scan the QR code on their screen and pay from my phone for something, which is just silly when you think about it. You know, it's almost unlazy of me to get my card out and tap my card on the payment system, you know. So I'd say they're definitely better. I mean, the apps in Australia took a long time to kind of catch up. We weren't embracing, you know, the phone culture. I mean, you know, now let's say in Russia, everyone has a phone. In Australia, I mean, everybody does have phones, but not everybody. Not everybody. You know, my mum and dad don't use phones. They've got mobile phones as emergencies. They're on the bare minimum plan. They carry it when they go out. They switch it on. They get back in the house. They switch it off. They've still got a home phone in the house. So they don't rely on phones like everyone else may. So, yeah. Crazy. Thank you again, everybody. 533 likes, which is just insane. I know there's a few people that have come and gone from the live stream. A lot of people just pop in and do things and then leave. By the way, Ilya, I'm just going to go back here. I mean, I didn't really want to call out the amount of money that people sent on donation alerts, but it's $10 US. 10 try donated 10 try. I don't know. Can you change these TRYs? I don't know what TRYs are. Sorry. I just saw that from 26 minutes ago here. I guess maybe you can change the currency. Again, as I talked about, that interesting thing about asking to borrow 1 ruble from everybody. Do you think if I went on the street, like in my town, and asked us for 1 ruble, do you think people would give me 1 ruble? Or do you think they'd think I'm a bit loopy asking in English, especially? Is my Kiwi only half balls? Is my Kiwi other half with the balls to wear an Aussie? I'll have to have a look at the picture of the hat. Hi. Oh, this is the argument forever. Important Aussie-New Zealand case, where Pavlova is originally from. Yes. I think no one will. I think that's the argument for history's sake. It's like Russell Crowe being from Australia, but he's from New Zealand. Is your wife Australian as well? How does she find it in Russia? No, she's Russian. She's from Ufa. She has Australian residency. Effectively, well, it would be another 2 more years from now. She could get Australian citizenship. It's kind of a bit of a 2 year plus 2 year plus 2 year thing. She needs to enter Australia. I think it's within 3 years. I think I keep looking and forgetting. It's within 3 years. 22, 23, 20, yeah, 25, 2025. She can get citizen, I guess, a past citizenship, where you go to a ceremony, you get a certificate, you get a little tree that you can plant. There's a quiz you've got to do. Just from some pelmeni frozen on the pan. Oh, oil. Yeah, I'm not into cooking oils. I don't like frying and cooking and, oh my gosh. Sorry, I know that's just me, but you make it sound easy, Mighty Joints, but to some of the people who we know in Moss in the Midlands, I think they will be joining tonight. Yeah, we're not going to go too much longer than we are now. We're going to slowly wind up. Slowly. I've seen a couple of videos, and you know what? The one of your last subscribers is me from now. One of your last subscribers is, oh, thank you. If that's the case, let me just do that so I can do that. We're on 51.98. Let's not do that in case that pops off. Yes, thank you. I could have done. I wonder if that works. Oh, it does. Oh, look at that. Boom. I can do amazing things if I try. Has it done that yet? I'm not sure. System was rolled out as an alternative to cashless payments. Yeah, I guess because of COVID, a lot of things like that were put in place. Thank you for that crazy stream evening. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, if anyone's slowly leaving now, I appreciate everything from watching, especially reaching 50,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Yeah, they will give you 1 ruble. 1 Turkish lira is around. Oh, that's Turkish liras. Oh, that's what TYR is. TRY is. That's what that is. Did you order anything that was delivered through? Yeah, so my wife suggested this is how we should get this camera delivered, is with the Russia Post. She wants to use that because it's a office that we go to pick up physically the product, and then we get the tracking versus going to these like metal box, like pickup things where you scan the code and open the little door. TIY is Kazakhstan. Wow, people sending money. Wow, from everywhere. Kazakhstan. Says it's the end of skiing season now. Yeah, in the East Coast. Be well and truly the end of the season now. It'll be coming into summer pretty much. I've not apple cake. I've not had any apple cake while I've been here. I've had honey cake. And actually, at the Kuzville, not in Kuzville, but as you go in the entrance of our local Kuzville, there's a coffee shop. We call them coffee shops in Australia. We don't call them cafes, really. They've got amazing New York cheesecake in there, by the way. So, yeah, waiting for your next video. Thank you, Alex. Yes, that'll be from Goom. I guess it's not a surprise. I'm telling everybody what I'm doing. I hope it inspires people still to watch. Winding down, yes. Or wind down. I guess you say winding down, like you're slowly. Thanks for your stream and my improving English. I love to see Russia through watching your YouTube. Thank you. Kamusaka by Emma Misnata. Wow, that's a long. You need to shorten that. If that's a channel on YouTube, choose something simpler so people will remember it easier. Larissa, thank you. The answer to the best apple cake you ever had should be shaloka. Shaloka? That will please the Russian viewers. It is really delicious apple cake. Shalotka. I don't know that one. Dobro noche. Yes. Warm greetings from Russia. Yes. Good evening. Spocky Nocky is good. I think that's good night, isn't it? Or goodbye. There we go. I think everybody knows that. Oh, carrot cake. Oh, Charlotte cake. Yeah, thank you. This is crazy, by the way. 50,201. Wow, someone just clicked. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people don't know the live streams going on or watching other videos, and they're inspired to subscribe. So, greetings from Belarus. We have PFE50H. We have a Made in Belarus store in our. I make it out like it's somewhere in Moscow, but it's in the local shopping center where I live. It's a brand new opened supermarket. It's not. It's kind of a Pitorishka size, but it's got only stuff primarily from Belarus, and there's a little bit of stuff from Kazakhstan. But it's a Made in Belarus store, and I'm going to go make a video there. So you will know the words. I always want to read Wampaka. It's not that at all, Jay. I've been here for 9 years. Not the real British, but maybe of something very different in between. So damn, so special. Kudos for sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anton, I saw an email just come up with PayPal. Thank you. Yeah, that kind of goes directly to my Australian bank account. And then wow, this is a crazy story. We send Australian currency to a Russian lady who lives in Perth, who we've never met. And then she then sends money from her SberBank in Moscow to my wife's SberBank in Moscow. That's how we get our money from Australia to Russia. It's a correct way to do it, but it's not, let's say, an official way because we can't use my Australian cards here. My wife and I would have Australian cards that we could tap and go and use, but they obviously don't work in Russia. Let me order a taxi and we'll drink vodka. Not tonight. Today's been a bit of a long day going to Moscow and back to, and then this not working. This is my little, I talked about this earlier, the slide. I'm just mad this doesn't work and this thing comes off in my hand. But tomorrow I'm going to solve that. I'm going to go to this store and give them 4,499 rubles. There's a cheaper version here. This is the metal one, the steel one. This one is this going to center? This is the plastic one, which is, does it say how much it is? For 1,450 rubles, but I don't really like this plastic one because I want it to last. So that's why I want the metal one, this one right here. And I didn't think this was going to break on me, but it finally has given up the ghost. I think that's the right expression. And that's the camera. Product reserved. So it's on its way eventually. I'm more excited now just to get that tracking code, just so I can put it into the website and see that it's on its way. Yes. Make it to. So I wonder, everybody, does anybody want to make a prediction how long it'll take to get from 50 to 100,000? I mean, I don't think it'll be this year, but you never know. But at some point next year. Yes, my plaque will go to my parents' house in Australia. Yes. You'll make it to 100 in no time. Yes. Oh, but good night, Sora. If you're leaving, I'm going to leave soon. I know I say it and say it and say it. Mike and Michelle, thank you. I saw you today on the 3rd floor of GUM. Well, let me just get that back up. So it's ETS drivers. I don't know who you might be. If you're the person that I met physically, I talked about it, that I met 3 different sets of people today while I walked around. So if you're one of the 3 lots of people that I met, or maybe you just happened to see me and didn't say anything, I did make a point on my camera to say, if anyone sees me in the future, please call out to me, say something, or mention or talk to me. Yes, I've heard about this. I think at this rate, cruise ships are a thing of the past. Did I move to Russia because I'm Russell yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I saw that they're changing the McDonald's. Oh, it won't let me put the comment up. Kuznetsy Tochka's in Belarus for some unknown reason. KFC is still, yeah, the KFC in my town here. I spoke to the guy the other day, and he said it won't be changing. So there's no change from the KFC in my town. I'm pointing that way because that's the window, and it's way off in the. I can actually see the lights of Familia on the top of the shopping center roof. Valentine's Day, you think? But I'm not making any predictions. Okay, that's no worries. What is the main milestone of your channel, or it's only your hobby? Because it can be look like a little bit politically, you know. Yes, Nikita, I completely leave that out of the channel, and I leave it out. I mean, I know some of the wording in the titles. I did change a few of the titles last night, by the way, on some of the older videos, because I updated the descriptions of a lot of videos yesterday. And I leave it out of the channel, completely out of the channel, intentionally. So yeah, the milestone of the channel, I think, was reaching 1,000 subscribers, because that's actually the point where you get the ads on your video and the monetization, it's called. That was the hardest milestone to reach. Anyone that's got a channel will know that. It's the hardest 1,000 people you've got to find. And after that, it kind of just balloons and balloons and balloons. I don't really have another milestone. I guess the 100,000, you get a plaque and you get a letter and a little business card from YouTube. But like someone mentioned, it'll end up in Australia, not here. You can buy kind of fake ones on Avito, by the way. Maybe my wife will get me one of those kind of fake looking ones. How much percentage of Russians on my channel? It's creeping up. The majority of the population, the viewers, is America. I'm going to say this before as well. America, UK, Canada, Germany is the majority. Well, the bigger percentages of people watching the channel. And then Russia is inching up, inching, right? 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. It's inching up slowly. Sergey, hello. Let's make a prediction. At the end of 2023, you'll hit 100,000. Yes, I think at some point next year. But by the end. Bye, Boris. Thank you. Take that back. January. Oh, wow. All right, let me just scroll here. How about... I'm not going to use any of these Binances and finances. I don't believe in any of this cryptocurrencies. I know it sounds easier, but I'm just not into this, changing this to change that to change this. I'm not really a fan of having multiple payment options either, but so many people have suggested about doing donation alerts because of the channel and the amount of Russians who can't use super chats and super stickers. You was with GoPro, you rented a cafe. You was with a GoPro, you rent what? You was with GoPro, you rented a cafe and went into it where I ate. Yeah, I went into I walked through Stolova 57 up on the 3rd level, and then I walked through the other couple of cafes there as well. So wow, that's crazy how the connection is like that. How you kind of figured that that's me and so forth. Franchise KFC will remain the same, but at the end of franchising period, it'll be renamed. Greetings from Belarus. Hello. You was in Cafe Stolova 57, yes. And then I had the guy behind the counter said, "Stop filming," and I got a little upset for a second. And I said a few nice words in English to him, which he probably didn't understand, or he may have understood. But then another lady kind of, no worries, everything's fine, no worries. And there was a long line, which there always is. And that was my point. I wanted to show that line and how popular the place was. Yeah, I kind of walked through there and walked out because I think it's just a neat place. But I just was a bit agitated by the end of that because the guy was kind of upset that I was filming him. But I was really wanting to film the food and show the mashed potatoes and things like that. I'm enjoying Russian economics, like prices on things. Of course, there's an effect of pricing, but it's not something that I think about. You know, am I upset that this is $105 for this little piece of metal? Of course I am. But have I got another option? No, I don't. It would be impossible to get it sent from Australia or America here. Well, not impossible, but very difficult. But I don't quite remember if it was him. It was mentioned by McGregor on a British YouTube channel. Wow. The one channel that was mentioning me was Appalachian Homestead by Petra. She did a kind of comparison video of a Aldi in America and spoke about my channel a lot. I'm living in a Prelivka, which is narrow for Minsk. So unless there's another Russell somewhere. I've been interested in it for a long time, but there were scandals in the spring. Vaznia. I'm not sure what that means. I haven't been interested in it for a long time. Well, officially, it's not prohibited to film in GUM, but some people may get nervous. Yes. Yeah, I no problems walking. I mean, there's that many people filming and doing selfies today. It's almost would be impossible to it'd be impossible to police it, if you like. But I guess me walking with a camera right through the cafe does look a little obvious. But I know a lot of people can hear me speaking English and probably understand it. But what can I do? Sometimes, somebody's not happy with your filming. Actually, people generally today were all happy and smiling and hellos and things like that. I can send it to you, but it costs you 500,000 K. I'm not sure what that is. Whatever you're sending me. Who isn't upset? Unhappy. I think that's what you're saying. I don't think GUM's got anything to worry about. No. Yeah, I think the more. I guess everybody was taking photos of the New Year's decorations in there, the tree that was up. There was a few weddings. I think I saw 3 weddings where people were getting wedding photos taken. But who do you work in Russia? I don't work. I do YouTube like you're seeing here and the videos. And then the ad revenue from YouTube comes back to me in my bank once every month. And that's technically my pay. If I could find a job here in some kind of retail where they're okay with my limited to 0 Russian, I would happily do that. I've said that in my other stream. I would go and start working at Dixie down the road and tidy up and fix their store and fix their lighting. And I would double their sales by Christmas. That would be the first thing I'd do. The 5K. What does it say there? I can send you. Maybe that's for this. What do we call this thing? This twist grip. Yes. I forgot where I've got to go tomorrow as well. I know it's near Dubrovka. There's a shopping center where you get off the big circle line, and there's a shopping center where you walk right into it, and there's a DNS in there, huge DNS on the 3rd level. That's the only place in Moscow that has this exact item that I want to get. I love it, by the way, because it's the Italian made. Manfrotto is the industry standard for tripods, for cameras, for whatever tripod that you may ever own. Of course, there's a lot of China products. So yeah, I think we're caught up here. The lady behind you in your latest Kuznit looked at you funny. Yes. when she noticed you speak in English. Yeah, I'd sat there for quite a while. I kind of looked at it when I set the camera up, and I saw her right behind me, but she was kind of just doing her own thing. She didn't. There was that bit that everyone's pointed out where she turned around, and then I don't know if it's noticeable in the film or not, but I think there was a point, I might have deleted it. It was a bit where I didn't speak, but she gets up and walks over to the table in the back corner and starts talking to somebody. Then she walks off. I'm not sure if I cut that out or not at the end. It might have been an off-camera part where she said it. But yeah, she kind of looked around, but she sat there for ages, and I wasn't really loud, and we were a bit of a distance away. So I don't think it bothered her, but I guess maybe she picked up on some words that I said. What motivated you to travel? I worked on cruise ships for almost 20 years. And the cruise ships took me everywhere and everywhere. Yeah, so that's the easy part about traveling, because the cruise ships took me everywhere traveling. And that's why it worked out so well that I'm here. What did you do back in Australia before you started making videos? Okay, so for about a year and a half when I was there with my wife, I was doing merchandising in supermarkets, and I was doing store setups. I was working for another company that was doing the new builds of supermarkets. And I also did it in petrol stations. So when they build a new petrol station, I would come in and as part of the retail team and do all the fit out and the setup of the retail. So put all the drinks in the fridges correctly. There's planograms that you follow. We build all of the stands that all the food and snacks and displays were set up. I was doing that in petrol stations, in 7-Eleven petrol stations. And then I was doing the merchandising you do it in teams in the supermarket. There's 20 or 30 in a team, and you do it overnight. If the store's open, where they're doing refitting of the store overnight, or where they're building a new store, obviously there's nobody there. You're part of the construction team essentially, but you're in at the end, putting all the shelves up, the whole aisles of shelves, you build them, and then put the shelving correctly, put the ticketing correctly, put the stock out. But anything that's to do with retail, merchandising, where to put the product placement, that's my thing. Dubrovka is very expensive. I'm not going to Dubrovka market. I'm going to, I know Metro Lublino, to this. I know the name you're talking about there. I can't pronounce what that Tiak is. I'm going to go to the shopping center immediately where you get off the MCC there. It's not the Metro Central Diameter train. It's the metro station where you get off at. That station is different named to Lublino, to Dubrovka. And there's a shopping center that you come out into, whatever that's called. If you can get me there, and I can come to an English for kids, absolutely would. Yes. If you can get me there somehow, if it's somewhere easy or convenient. I've been to my local school twice. They've invited me to come twice to the local school, and I enjoyed it. It was really fun, very interesting. And we had a pizza party as well on that day, on the second time we came. Pizza and juice we had, and it was fun. It was really nice. If there's a way you can email me or contact me, and if I can get to wherever you are somehow, I don't know how, but if it's easy enough. Thank you, Jay Tulip, for mentioning things about me here. I didn't eat at Still Over 57. I just walked through there for the video. Just to show around the whole of GUM. That's going to be the next video coming out. Asking, how did you damage your eyesight? I guess the reference for your glasses. These are basically readers. They're not actually prescription glasses. I need to get my eyes tested while I'm here. My wife just went and got glasses herself and changed her glasses. And I need to go get them tested and get some proper prescription glasses. I know I'll need to wear them in the future. So these are readers basically. So if I take them off though, I struggle. I mean, I can't see the screen words now. It's a little bit blurry. Long-sightedness, I'm fine, but short-sighted, I need the glasses. What offends Australians in the behavior of foreigners? I guess just being idiots and being stupid. I guess that's what upsets Australians. I don't want to say swear words, but whatever that word is for someone that's an idiot or someone stupid who probably has common sense but doesn't show it or prove it. I think that's probably the easiest thing that Australians, it doesn't offend them, but they, like when we go to Bali on holiday and you see other Australians being stupid there, they think they go out on holiday, they're in another country, they can run amok and do what they like. And it makes other Australians look bad in front of Balinese who then think every Australian acts like they do, and they don't. Then here in terms of convenience for the visitors, I think some of the stores do very well. I mean, in terms of, if I look at Globus as a good example, I go there a lot because that's where I pass through Solara Shopping Center. And I visit that a lot because it's just convenient for me. Like today, I popped in there, grabbed some food, came home. They do very well. There's obviously a lot of standards that they keep. I mean, if I look at the new Pitorichka here, that's where I made the video, that's newly fitted out. They've got a lot of standards as well, Perry Crosstalk. It's just where, the shops let things slip and they just put things anywhere. They put tickets anywhere. They don't sort of follow the basics of retail. There is a basics and a standard, but, just going back, the person that said they were on the cruise ship, if they're still here, like I taught the guy I was talking about there, Lawrence, everything that I knew in the 6 months we lived. We were roommates as well. And I think now he's gone on to a couple of ships after that, and he took everything I said with him, and I taught him the right way, if that makes sense. There's a right. My last name is Otway, by the way, Otway. So there's the right way, the wrong way, and the Ottaway. There you go. Go Miss Australian Life. Will you move back one day? I hope we'll move back. We kind of have a long-term plan to do that. My wife slowly misses Australia. No, not on his show. No. Thank you, though. He's very outspoken. Then why does all Russ and Travels end with store reviews? Because it's a retail thing. That's why. I'm not good at editing. I'm not good at B-roll and fancy footage. I pretty much film what I see and keep walking and film what I see. And it kind of works. So, good night, the Neverman. Okay, I'm going to go, guys, in 2 minutes. All right. What do you miss the most outside of Russia? Australian chocolate biscuits, Tim Tams. You're quite nice YouTube model, dude. How do you feel about your faraway career on? No. No. Okay. The only problem, guys, where you guys are moderators and delete things, they show up in the chat that I see. So it doesn't delete out of both screens. Spasiba. Yo, Vojni's. Oh, I don't know that part. I'm not thinking slowly. Okay. Billet Bezet Belarus. Yes. All right, everybody. I'm going to actually wind down and I'm going to end the stream in about a minute or so. I really hope everybody enjoyed tonight's live stream. I'll just click that off the screen. Hide the comment. And I'm just going to put... That's the wrong way. Like that. Thank you, everybody, for 50,000 subscribers. I do hope you've enjoyed watching tonight's live stream. Again, roughly 2 hours. It's a tiny bit over again. I have to be more diligent in ending the live stream and cutting everybody off and saying sorry, goodbye. Thank you, everybody who may have used donation alerts. I did try to read. I think I read everybody from the previous stream and then up to date on this stream. Some people do send stuff offline when I'm not doing streaming. I think I've noticed yesterday as well, somebody sent something through it. Again, any of this money, guys, apart from me living here in Russia, goes towards the equipment for the camera for streaming. So this camera that we're going to be getting, this new bracket that I'm going to get tomorrow, which breaks my heart to pay 4,500 rubles for this. By the way, this is as good as they come in terms of phone brackets. If there's the best phone bracket in the world, apart from the fact that thing fell off, but look how many years has it lasted. Come to Belarus, delicious, and it's open. Yes, I heard that it's opening in Belarus. I'm Australian. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving. That's an America thing, a Canada thing. I think you're glad that you found such a wholesome YouTuber. Thank you. Yeah, the slow mode is 30 seconds, Jay. So I put that on because the chat goes too quickly. I'm not sure if that affects even channel members or people that are the administrators. What do you call this? Moderators. So yeah, thank you, everybody. If anybody did send a super chat, I already thanked you, I think, quite a few times. You guys know who you are if you're watching to the end on replay. Thank you for 612 likes. Thank you again. I will do these as many times as people want to do live streams. I will kind of put a poll out there. Again, if anybody wants to join the Traveling with Russell Telegram channel, let me just close this. We're on 434 people there, that's the channel. Then there is the option to do comments, which goes to a chat, which has got about 100 people there. I know Jay is in there. She's very active. We do keep it incredibly friendly. It's just basically general chit chat, but I do reply to almost everybody. It is impossible to reply to everybody's comments on videos. I'm very sorry if I've not replied to anybody. It is purely impossible to reply. I mean, where there's thousands of comments on a video, where I put a new video, I tend to reply for the first few hours, literally when it goes on the channel. And then after that, I might do about an hour a day of just going through comments. I've figured out a good way now to do copy and pasting of the language to make it a bit easier. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoys their Sunday tomorrow. Thank you, Michelle, for that. Enjoy your weekend. If you guys, if anybody wants to jump in that channel on Telegram, and then on the chat part, there's obviously chat over there as well. If anyone wants to chat with each other, I guess you can. Hello from Seattle. Oh, hello. Russell's addicted to live streams. I kind of like this because I like the fact that the comments allow the feedback, and I don't necessarily have to just talk myself about. Well, I can talk about me all day if you like, but I don't have to talk about a topic necessarily. And I can bring up whatever you guys are talking about in the live stream. Hello, Russell. And Maxim says hello too. Oh, здравствуйте. Thank you, Jay. You don't have to comment, copy and paste or do what you're doing. That's completely up to you, if you want to do that. I don't want to trouble you. It's just where we got some unfriendly Russian comments, just to basically, kind of negate them, I guess. Yes, thank you. Спасибо. Спасибо. All right, everybody. Do you like Savage Garden? Wow, that's like 80s band. I guess I like the songs from when they were teenagers. I don't know about now. Jay's doing a great job. Thank you. Yes, she's very active. Also in the chat in the group, which is kind of fun. I like doing social media things where I can kind of interact. Banka, some dacha activities. Yes, we went to a friend's dacha in summertime, and they don't really like me filming at their dacha, which is a bit of a shame. I really need to find some other friends who will let me film at their dacha, because I don't know if you guys know dacha life, but the dacha community where we went with our friends, I think twice a week or at least once a week, a truck comes to the end of the lane where particularly the end of the street where we were, and parks the truck, and then you can buy things from them. Otherwise, to go to the nearest town, it's a train ride away. At least it's one station to the next town. And I really wanted to film that. And the people there were just, oh my gosh, yelling and carrying on and arguing about me filming this little truck pulling up selling, just basic groceries. And I just wanted to show that in a video because I just think it's just interesting, this dacha life. And I cut all their lawns at my friend's house. I did all the front and back garden of the grass. Quite established garden they've got, so they don't like me filming at their dacha. I love going there. I really want to buy the empty plot across from them because it's kind of got an abandoned house on it, and it's got crazy grass up to the roof. And I'd love to buy that and just fix it and put a little cabin on there and do that. I'd love to work. I used to work there, and I know the city quite well. Thank you. Oh, Jay, you've been everywhere. I know you don't really talk about everywhere, but wow. Would you mind meeting with your subscribers? I would love to meet some subscribers somehow. I don't know how we could do it, but it's just Russell. Thank you. Thank you. He's so damn intelligent, man. I guess maybe that's someone else you're talking about, not me. I wonder. So, thanks everybody. I'm out of here because it's 12:50 now, and I didn't even finish my dobro, and I've still got a little bit of my salad to eat behind me here, and I just need to evaluate everything from getting home. I literally got home within 15 minutes, switched on the live stream because I knew it was close to 50,000. So, Natasha, hello. I'm out of here. Thanks. 620 likes. Crazy. Super chats. Donation alerts. Thank you. And then the SberBank thing, I didn't look. If anyone did that, I don't know. And thank you for PayPal. Somebody did send a PayPal. Again, 3 days from now, I hope we'll have the camera. Hopefully, we will have it. So, and tomorrow I'm going to have this clamp, which won't be that exciting, but I'll put a photo on the channel anyway, on the Telegram channel. 3 in the morning in the Urals. USSR must be rebuilt. I mean, there's a lot of old infrastructure in the USSR. I mean, look, America's no different. If you go to some of the areas in the US, there's infrastructure and train lines and buildings, and they've got a lot of industry they could build up there, but America chooses to be everywhere else, right? Thank you, Jay. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry if you're going to keep chatting and I'm not here, but I'm going to have to go and rest and try and get my film edited tomorrow to go tomorrow about 6, 7, 8 o'clock. The GUM video will be there. Maybe not overly exciting, but I kind of liked it. So, Spocky Nocky, everybody. Thank you for traveling with Russell. This is my normal funny handshake. No snow in the video. There's virtually no snow in Moscow Center today. So I'm waiting for more snow to make it look more. And actually in Red Square right there, it was kind of fenced off because they're building the ice rink. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Catch you later. Thanks for watching Traveling with Russell. Check out some more videos. If anyone wants to comment on this video after it goes off, on the comments of the video, I'll be here for half an hour or so answering of comments of this video. That makes sense. Yeah. I won't end till I stop, right? No. Okay. Boom.